All right, and welcome in everybody on another Cans Day afternoon here on Can TV. You know what? Like, I keep saying I'm gonna find an opening. That one, I like that Canster Day afternoon. I gotta work. The Can TV still kind of sounds. There's something here. There's something. I think I've said that multiple times, but that just means there really is something there. Also, let me greet everybody. Hello, Shino. Hello, J-Man. Hello. Welcome in. I finished eating some ramen several minutes before the stream. Oh, tasty. What kind of ramen were you digging into, Shino? What kind of ramen were we having tonight? What were we grubbing on? I did the thing where I had to get some takeout because I got so late back from work. You don't understand, chats. Basically, I get back from work, I attempt to shovel something into my mouth. I do like the quickest browsing on Twitch TV, and then I get ready for the stream, and then I stream until bedtime, and then I go to sleep, and I do it all over again. I definitely am streaming a little too much, so we're gonna probably not go all the way to 10 o'clock. I'm probably gonna start ending around 9:30 or so. Instead, I think the 10 o'clock is just a little too late for me. I was trying to hit the 4-hour marker. You say you stream for 4 hours on twitch.tv, and they'll kind of throw your stream to other people occasionally. So I was trying to hit that as a marker. Also, oops, let me appear here, chat. The wall is just talking to you. Here you go. So I was trying to hit that just to get some new folks in occasionally, but at that point, it might just be more trouble than it's worth for my schedule and whatnot. Gotta work on some good scheduling. Stuff gets a little bit too into disarray. Wasn't Disarray a singer? I feel like she was a singer-songstress sort of deal. But yeah, I also have, well, not ramen, but I do have the instant noodles. They're the Indomie. I-N-D-O-M-I-E. Indomie. Whichever. It's very good, but oh, hold up a second. We're in Mega Man 2. I thought, okay, we'll go to retro. Okay, there we go. We should probably not be in the Mega Man 2 thing. Wait, why is it all now? Why does it say Mega Man 2? Huh? Great. Okay, now I just switched that. All right, 1 second, Chateau. Now I gotta switch all this around. The hell? I had this on Mega Man. I had this on Final Fantasy 1, but now it's on this. Final Fantasy 1. Done. Oh, I think because I did stream there's all sorts of weird things with Twitch. But anyways. Okay, it did show that. Okay. I think we should be fine. But anyways. Yeah, I got the Indomie, and it's really good. I like these noodles, though. They don't have the broth. So they're like, I think they're more like the yakisoba noodles. They're more like, you don't throw them in the pan, though. I do miss that. There's those really, the bulldog noodles. The very, like, Mimi Korean hot chili paste noodles. I like the taste of those a lot. But I haven't gotten them in a minute. I do want to try the other flavors as well. Because there's, like a garlic one. Like a creamy garlic. And there's, like, a cheese one, I think. So there's some interesting flavors. So Flux was telling me about a challenge in Pokemon Crystal Clear. Ah, yes, he was talking about that in the Discord earlier today. Some very cool stuff. I did not know that people actually, I mean, you can, like, sell your, some people will put ROM hacks on sale, like, for people to buy and whatnot, which definitely seems very legally dubious to me. Especially, you don't know what you're going to get, firstly, from it, and then secondly, you know, That's very illegal. That is, if like you get the wrong, Nintendo gets a whiff of that, you're gonna be in some big trouble. Because you can't, when you sell it, you're not, emulators are legal, but ROMs are not, especially selling ROMs. That seems doubly bad. Basically, catch all 251 for you obtain. Ah, cool. For completionist's sake. I've never been much of a completionist in Pokemon. Even though I had the brother to leech the other half of the Pokemon from. Never was much of a completionist in the Pokemon games. It says in the intro that you got scanned, you paid for it. For sure. Though some people do sell their ROM hacks, even if this guy in particular doesn't. It's interesting. I do like the idea of having like a physical cart of a ROM hack I really like. Hello, Eevee. Whereas Nintendo isn't buying the ROM hacks and sending the Pinkerton company to the seller's home. That would be kind of in there. That would not surprise me. That feels very Nintendo-esque. But, what was it? The Legacy guys, they did send out some of their hacks, but it was free, of course. So I don't know if that changes it. I still feel like that's probably... I feel like that's still legally dubious, because you're giving out a ROM that you don't like... Yeah, they did give those physical cartridges away. I wonder what the legalese is about that. I mean, just because he's a popular YouTuber doesn't mean he makes good legal decisions, That's something that you can kind of get mixed up sometimes. Sometimes you see somebody who's powerful in one way or another, either like status or money or strength, and you'll think like, oh, they're powerful in a certain area, so they must know what they're doing. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just... Even the powerful will make stupid decisions. Also, hello, Brighter Malphon. Hello. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in, our favorite blue boy. How are you doing? Smith gets saved by the script editors regularly. Has he made stupid decisions in the past, it sounds like? I am well, Mr. Can. How stiff are you? I'm stiff doing pretty decently. Though. Troublesome roads today. Troublesome roads on the old open road. On the old Can Highway. Had a relatively... A funny crazy story, at the very least. Basically, backed up traffic. One lady didn't like that I got ahead of her. So, you can see, like, she's got the perm. She's like the old white woman with the big-ass perm, and she's got those big sunglasses on. Like as I describe her, I'm sure there's a mental stereotype that is immediately filling your head. And that was who was behind me. And she just started screaming. She had her phone out. She was whipping her hands around. You could see, like... She was making these motions like she was taking photos of the license plate. And, like, oh, man, it was very funny to me. Because I'm just sitting there, like, my windows rolled down. My hands just hanging outside the driver's door. Like, I'm just chilling as we're moving, like, 10 miles per hour in this, like, gridlock traffic. And she's just losing her shit behind me. And I'm just like, I see it so often, it doesn't even register me, but it's just super funny. Like, she was the prime example of that crazy old woman driver you've probably seen, like, in cartoons and, like, any sort of media, really. So she pulled out a gun and popped her taillights. It's happened to me before. She didn't do that. She didn't pull out the gun. She was pulling out the phone. I think she was like, oh, I'm gonna take some photos. I'm gonna report this guy to the authorities, and that'll show him. Can't believe you've had someone shoot your taillights before. That's fucking wild, brother. That's fucking wild. I've been driving for a minute. I haven't ran into the person pulling out a gun on my taillights yet. I'll give it some time, though. Only someone... He just spreads misinformation. I don't think it's on purpose. Ah, okay. So he kind of needs a handler. It sounds like he needs a handler. Which, a lot of, a lot of popular online personalities, they need handlers sometimes. Fun. It's very funny calling them a handler, but I couldn't think of a better term for them. Some people online need handlers, man. Like, it's like, all right, you're doing a great job, buddy, but I can't have you out in public. I can't have you saying all this. You got to come over here. Go inside your happy place. That's where you need to be. We putting up bets for boss fights. We really haven't. I mean, I could, but honestly, Final Fantasy isn't much of a challenge. It's fun to explore, and the Pixel Remaster absolutely helps. Chat, if any of you are like even a little bit curious about going through the old Final Fantasy, get the Pixel Remaster. You can speed up your leveling and gold usage. You can go through this game pretty quick. You can go through this game in probably like 10 hours. Like, we're pretty close to finish. We're like more than halfway through. We just got the airship. And we played for like 5 hours. So it's really great. Like, being able to turn off random encounters makes these old turn-based games just a delight to play. Monkey. Hello, Penguin. Hello. Welcome in. Hello, Cat. Also, welcome in. That hasn't actually happened. I was making that up. Okay. I mean, I thought that I listen, Malphite. I've seen some crazy motherfuckers out in the roads. You saying that didn't even like, oh, well, that probably happened, is immediately my first thought. It's like, oh, that you know what? That sounds reasonable to me. That's like, we're in America. That sounds reasonable. I can absolutely see somebody doing some wild shit like that, especially when it starts getting nice out. People lose their gosh darn brains. The authorities, what a joke. She's going to social media. I've been damned even worse. She's gonna post it on myneighborhood.com or whatever that neighborhood app is. It should be like, watch out for this hooligan on the road. He almost caused a 10-car pileup in the middle of the interstate. And then I'll never be this. She's gonna find my social media. She's gonna cancel the can. It's gonna be a terrible day for can enthusiasts everywhere. Hello, Can. Everybody in chat, how you doing? Hello, Kato. Hello. Who needs a handler to not post? A lot of people, but apparently Shino was saying the guy who does the legacy hacks, his editors help him out sometimes because he ends up spreading misinformation and like doing stupid shit online. Difficulty option where you pick... You could pick a bad team on purpose, Shino. There's like people who do, I think, like all white mage runs. Or like all mage runs. And that's probably a way to have some more difficulty, but you're kind of gimping yourself on purpose. To be fair, I'm also the kind of person to drive someone else to shoot at me. What are you doing on the roads, Malphon? What are you doing on the roads with your bright blue head that's causing people to want to shoot you? What are you doing? You're such a nice young man. I don't understand it. There's no way. You're such a nice young man. I can't believe that. Oops, all loot. Ooh, we need a bard. But there's no bard. I mean, I guess the red mage. Also, hello, Kiwi. Hello. Welcome in. I guess the red mage is kind of as close to a bard as you can get in the early games. I do like bards. I do like bards a lot. Too many people online need a handler, like ranch livestock need a wrangler to say yes. I mean, that's... I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just as you get more... I think it's a mixture of youth and sudden popularity that causes a lot of people to need a handler. Not that all old people... There's plenty of old folk that need a handler. But I think it's a lot... That's at least a good driving force. Is like sudden wealth, sudden popularity, and then youth. It's a dangerous combination. Isn't that basically Nuzlocke in a nutshell? Gimping yourself on purpose? Yeah, that's accurate. I think the one thing I would have against that in Final Fantasy is you're gimping yourself on purpose, but it's not as fun or flexible as like a Pokemon Nuzlocke. Because a Pokemon Nuzlocke, you're trying to think on the fly how to build a team as efficiently as possible. With like a all white mage run, you don't really have like a lot of flexibility. There's not a lot to learn on it. Or rather, there's probably still a lot to learn on it, but there's not as much decision making. It's like, okay, I need to get as many white mage weapons as I can. Need to find as many hammers as I can find, and then just grind until I can beat things. I need an adult whenever I exist. Is there an adult with you right now, Kiwi? Is there an adult in the room? Because you're existing right now. Do you need an adult right now? Wasn't age also dangerous in it? It's for sure. Absolutely. Depends on the person. Okay, good. I'm glad there's an adult in the room currently. But aren't you an adult, Kiwi? Can you be an adult for yourself? Some deep thinking on here. My husband's here. Aw, hello, Kiwi husband. Hello. Tell your husband I said hello. Tell your husband I said hi. That's a wild statement, which I didn't mean in such a way. I just wanted to say hi, and then I was like, oh. Saying that, saying it that way is kind of crazier than I wanted it to sound. I think there are some who can handle wealth well. Yeah, for sure. Kiwi lore expands. The Kiwi lore is ever expanding. I tried. I broke my art. Remember? Ah, true. I remember that. I remember that. I've made the same mistake. Luckily, Malphite, you know, I'm gonna say I haven't made. How do I put this? How do I put this as friend and nice as possible? I haven't made mistakes of Malphite speaking caliber yet. There we go. I think that's. That's as nice. That's a nice way to put it. Yeah, that's a nice way to put it. Sound like Bubba from jail going, "Tell your husband I said hi." In that deep tone. Yeah, that's what I realized. I was like, oh, you know, I shouldn't have probably said it quite like there was more things, better ways to say that. That was good because it made me laugh. All right, you know what? It all worked out at the end then. Another day thoroughly saved by the can man. Oh, it's freaking sweaty. It's starting to get a little hot in the... It's not like super hot yet, but headphones and the summer is gonna be nasty. It's gonna be miserable. Not looking forward to it. I don't do well in the heat. I hate the heat, chat, in fact. I'd rather it be British weather all the time, where it's like cloudy and like 50s and whatnot, or it's like 60s. Like that's my weather. That's my people. Almost finished a weird ass run of Sacred Stones random where all my units were different classes of loot. Wow, that is that is pretty wild. And what are the odds of them all being loot but different classes? Ladies and gentlemen, Tips Fedora. Hello, Momo. How are you doing? Welcome in. Hopefully that was enough momos for you today. I tried to get as many in as I could. I am downstairs in the living room. Run that has AC phone posting on chat because my room... Oh, God. Rough stuff, cat. British weather would just make me depressive, though. He didn't see I said for can. What? For can? What do you mean? I said mo, and then I see you tipped your fedora. What have I done to deserve? What happened? Why are there T's? Why is there double T's for sad faces? What has happened? I got a migraine from the stream last night. I ended up cutting it short. Oh, man. I feel you, Kato. I feel you. I got, for whatever reason, when I finished that Mega Man 2 stream, I had, like, the worst night of sleep in, like, years. I think streaming is, some sort of demon that's slowly stealing my life force away. It's fine. Oh, no, I don't know how I have made some sort of social faux pas against a Momo. I will have to seek a can opener in order to make some retribution. My air conditioner and ceiling fan work perfectly to keep me cool. That's good. That's good. There was a loot that was an evil eye. Another was the end game spot. Wow, that's a lot of loots. I forgive you. Don't worry. Thank Thank you, Momo VT. I very much appreciate your magnanimous heart. Yes, I appreciate your kind words and your kinder grace. Yep, the heat I feel is the root cause of the migraine. Man, I will nuke the sun. Godspeed. Godspeed, Kato. Godspeed. Magnanimous. Something like that. Magnanimous. Or something. That's Magmortar. That's probably it. Magmortar is probably the way to go. Thank you, Penguin. That's how you say it. Thank you. Momo. You just keep saying Momo, and it just sounds right. It just sounds right. Wasn't that an intergalactic wrestler who fought Monkey in Dexter's lab? Monkey. I feel like, wasn't that the guy who was played by Macho Man Randy Savage? It's like, ooh yeah, Monkey! I got you for 3 minutes in the ring. Okay, I can't do that. I strained my voice so hard. I think I felt I could feel my veins pushing to the ends. Oh my god! Yeah, how does the Macho Man do that? Maybe I'm just not macho enough. And also, any amount of Mo is fine. I get in the flow of the Mo's, and I just can't stop myself. And that Macho Man was going well for a moment there. It's hard to do. Like, I am, like, tensing my neck as hard as I can. And I'm, like, forcing the words out of that tension. Oh, yeah! I got you for 3 minutes. I got you for 3 minutes in the ring. Oh, it's... You gotta just tighten up those vocal cords as tight as they go without you choking to death. And then you gotta put words out of it. It's a tough combination. Maybe I need to... You know, I've eaten a lot of Slim Jims. I am a driver. Slim Jims come with the territory. Like, that's not a joke. If you drive for a living, you are going to eat a Slim Jim more often than any other person would. I've even eaten the Doritos Slim Jim because I have no self-care for my body whatsoever. I ate the nacho spicy garlic chili Slim Jim because I have no self-respect. And it was really good, though. That was easily my favorite one. I love Slim. They're good. I feel like they're not... What's a good way to put it? I feel like they're cancer sticks, except of tobacco. It's really poor quality meat. I feel like I'm eating this. I'm like, this is delicious. This is going to lower my lifespan. Like, the more I eat this, the more my lifespan gets lowered day by day. Like, I eat a Slim Jim, and I'm like, that's probably a day. That's probably a day gone by. It's probably a day I can't get back. Slim Jims are not sold down here. I only know because of the internet. They're good. They're very simple. They're meat sticks, but they're tasty meat sticks. Is that just my end? What's going on, Chino? Can confirm. Was a trucker for a bit. Ate so many Slim Jims I can't even look at one without gagging. It just happens. It just happens. Gluttony. Who wants to get dementia anyways? Man, killing myself eating this is delicious. It is delicious. That's the problem. They're really good. And they're cheap. But I know they are most likely a death sentence. Well, not a death sentence, but they're just like... They're definitely shaving off at least a couple hours of my life. A shame they have to kill all those gyms to make them. It's a real tragedy. At least those gyms, their lives are being put to good use. Their lives are getting put to good use. It was okay. It seems okay now. Okay. We do have it on, remember, Shino, we are on YouTube as well. So if the Twitch stream gets a little laggy, you can always watch on YouTube and just chat with us here on Twitch. So there's options. The Can Man is nothing if not welcoming to all types of internet. They starve the gyms to make them slim. That is, those poor gyms. That is a real tragedy. That's a real tragedy. Why did the gyms have to be so delicious? Jerky is sold at super prices because of import pricing. Not something readily made down here. Do love me some pork rinds though. I'm okay with pork rinds. When I was younger, I was just grossed out by the concept of them. But I've had some recently, and they're okay. It's not a chip I would go for often.
Bingo underdog story.
Bungles. Welcome in. Also, as you can see, Crow is back, and he's better than ever. Let me just move over here. For like the Hess truck this year. The Hess truck's here. Okay, hold on a sec. Let me just. There you go. I'm gonna move up. Do this, and then we'll move Crow up a little bit. We'll get Crow if he comes back up. But yes, the Bingo and He-Cat rivalry is at a fever pitch. They keep on passing one another up.
Struck me down, but I have returned more powerful than you can imagine.
Thank you, Crow. I always knew you would come back. I always knew. Listen, Crow, I didn't want to put you on a paid vacation. All right, you have to talk to the programming side of the Can TV. All right, Can TV only has one programmer, and he's me, and I'm not a programmer. So that we have only so much. We only have so much brain power. But we got you back off your paid vacation. You're back on there. We got you your crackers and water. I don't know. What else do crows like? I had pork rinds being actually cooked rather than from the bag.
Crave corn stolen from the fields of a poor farmer.
Okay, we will get you. How poor are we talking? How poor do we have to go? Is it their last era of corn we need to steal for you? Or is it just, if they're not doing so hot, is that also good? A pork rind, oh, actually cooked. I've not had fresh pork rinds. I've had them in bags form before, and they're okay. Like I said, they're fine. But they're not my go-to snack of choice. Speaking of weird snacks, I gotta show you guys tomorrow. I was gonna take a picture.
Be the reason of their poverty and their death.
Oh my god! All right, Crow. Jeez, I'm sorry. All right, brother. We'll get you that. We'll get you that cord, man. Get you that cord. Stop looking at me like that, man. Okay, he's gone. Whew. It's a little scary. He was hungry. That crow was hungry. But I was gonna take a picture of this weird snack I found, but I got a little too busy today, so I'm gonna pass it off for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna have some snack time. Because I found, one of the few stops I have, there's a vending machine, and in the vending machine it has some very weird stuff. I found this. They're called coconut rolls. The coconut rolls, blueberry artificially flavored, is the full name of this product.
Destitute so poor they'll have to sell their son Jim to the meat stick factory to afford grain, which I also require.
Wow. That's a lot. It's a lot of, all right, Crow, I mean, if that's what you need, brother, I can get, we'll find, oh god, thank god he's left. He's getting a little wild. He's suddenly, he appears on a couple streams, and all of a sudden, he's everybody's favorite, and now he just thinks that he can just go out and literally kill people, then eat their remains. It's wild. It's crazy what he's getting up to. But yeah, it's... Coconut rolls, blueberry artificial flavored. And so you would hear that name, chat, and you would think, oh, the ingredients are going to be...
Crow wants the blood of the innocent and a cracker.
Okay, we'll work on the blood of the innocent, but I can definitely get you a cracker. I can definitely get you a cracker. But it has, so you hear the name of blueberry artificial flavor, and you would think, oh man, this is going to be some laundry list of ingredients. But it's actually coconut milk, tapioca starch, coconut sugar, egg salt, egg and salt, not egg salt, black sesame seeds, artificial flavor, water, red 40, and blue 1. So we got a piece of that red 40 goodness before it got banned in all 50 states. in my hand right now. But yeah, they have... So this sweet stick also has roasted black sesame seeds on it. For whatever reason. I don't understand why it has... Why does this have roasted black sesame seeds on it? It's the most strange addition. Red 40, my goat! Like, let's fucking go, man! Finally. The Red 40. They've been trying to keep this from us for too long. They've been trying to keep this from us for too long. So yeah, we'll have that for snack time tomorrow. I'll have like some pictures of it, and you'll have a live canned reaction all at the same time. We're really experimenting. We're really like stretching out what we can do here. We'll have snack time. I don't have a good way to put my name into that. Like, you can't really put can into snack very well. A canned reaction. Okay, never mind. There you go. It's a canned reaction. That's fantastic. You know, that's what we can name it. Canned reactions. Snack time. We need the colon. Canned reactions, colon, snack time. Or do we do the blocks? What do you got? Do you like the blocks more, chats? Hold on, you like a block more? Or do you like the colon more? I'm a big fan of the block. Like, you do like canned reactions. Snack time. Or you could do something like canned reactions. Snack time. See, I like the brackets. I don't know if the brackets are popular, though. Top 10 secrets doctors won't tell you. They won't let us have the WD-40. They won't let you have the Red 40, but we need to find out why. Maybe throw candy in there somewhere so you can have candy. Oh my goodness, we're on. Look at that. We had candy. If there was some sort of weird candy, we could definitely put the K in candy. Yeah, most synthetic food dyes are banned now. I should sell this on the black market. How much do you think I can get for this pack of pure Red 40? Like, you can't get this anywhere else. This is a pack of Red 40 and I'll throw in Blue 1. That's for free. That's for free. If you buy this pack from me, you get Red 40. Everybody wants some Red 40. It's all over the place. And then you get Blue 1 as a just add it on there. Blocks, yeah, brackets are good. I'm saying that. I'm a fan of the brackets. A lot of my stream titles are brackets. I think they're dignified. They add a little bit of spice. They're like they're the noblemen's bracket. They're the noblemen's colon. You know what I mean? They're more fancy colons. Tasty cancer. Cancer never tasted so good. That sounds like a cigarette ad. Maybe I should be cautious. Maybe I'm falling into the trend. You know what? Maybe this is just... That definitely sounds like a cigarette ad. Cancer never tasted this good. I'm a Marlboro cowboy. A free Blue 1 is hard to... That's what I'm saying. I'm throwing Blue 1 in for free. For free. You get a free Blue 1. The nobleman's colon. This is not the peasant's colon. Not the peasant's colon. This is the nobleman's colon. Quite the bargain, I would say. I think I'm really selling this. Remember when we were talking about needing handlers? Listen, this is not... I'm nowhere near the level of needing a handler yet. Have you seen most of Twitch.tv? I ain't that crazy yet. I ain't that level of touched in the head. Despite being on the internet for probably longer than some of you have been alive, I've been on the internet, and I'm still not as bad as some folks. He's fine. If Melfon says I'm fine, I believe Melf. Look at that face. Look at that cute blue face. Would that face lie to you? I don't think so. It's a very trustworthy looking face. It's a ring cam face. There's nobody puts their face in a ring camera to be untrustworthy. That'd be ridiculous. Who would do such a thing? Who would do such a thing? I ask of you, chats. I ask of you, chatto. No one. That's who. What a good day. I'm energized. I'm energetic. Even though it's hot outside, it's still that beautiful springtime day. I get that energy flowing through me. My chakras are aligned. My crystals are glowing. On the topic of handlers, I was talking with a friend about art stagnation, and Dobson came up. I argued Dobson is noticeable or notable just because he showed up too early. Nowadays, he's undistinguishable from the average Twitter user, or many streamers themselves. I would say, I don't know too much. Oh, Dobson is, I guess, early internet. He's not like early internet, but for a lot of folks, he'll be early internet. But he was an early internet artist that was just kind of really annoying. Like, he was one of those guys where he, like, some ladies having, like, the perfect example is one of the comics that he made. It's like some chicks getting flirted with at a convention, and he steps up in between. It's like, excuse me, sir, the lady, the madam does not wish to speak to thou much longer. You know, he was, yeah, my lady. He was like a Tips Fedora. He's like the kind of quintessential idea if you think of the Tips Fedora, white knighty kind of guy. And he had a real attitude problem as well. So he became very noticeable for this kind of attitude he had, and as well for his comic stylings, which were fine. Like, I don't think his art is bad by any means. To me, his art always seemed like, oh, this is fine. But because of that, because he had like, White Knight until he felt slighted by the woman in question. Yeah, it's exactly that kind of like Tips Fedora, like very like all the jocks are really mean. As a 40-year-old man, he's still like angry at the jocks, you know, like the imaginary jocks in the sky. That's like, I'm 40, but there's still bullies out here, sort of deal. Like, he's not viewing the world as a grown man. She's still like kind of a teenager in a grown man's body, sort of deal. Typical White Knight response. Yeah, he was the one with he has a basically like he had like his fetish art side was discovered, and it's all inflation art. And because he had such a terrible, unlikable internet personality, people found that fetish art and just mocked him relentlessly for the end of his days. His seething hatred over Link being blonde will never be funny to me. You would think that as a 40-year-old man, you have some real issues to be upset about, but nope, not this guy. Inflates you big and round, pulls out a pin, pops you, so you go flying all around the room as you release all the air. That's my. What's your next move? I've added the asterisk next to it, so that's my attack. Now it's your turn. I panic. Okay, I am the victor. I stand proud. I stand proudly with my hands on my shoulders, or not my hands in my hip. I look to the sky diagonally. The sun glistens off of my battle-worn body. And I'm the hero, so I win. That's the end of the RP session. No God mode, thank you. Oh, man. I don't think... Man, I remember back when I was a kid, that's... Boy, fucking role-playing with asterisk, man, and then no God moding, please. Like, the shit from, like, teleports behind you, nothing personnel kid, that used to be, like, real role-playing. Back in the day. Back in the AOL fucking chat rooms, man. Back in the AOL.com chat rooms. +2, thank you. It's about time I got some +2s in here. It's about damn time. We've had a lack of +2s. But God, I don't know if anyone's old enough or was on AOL.com back in the day. It's not like super old. We're not like IRC stuff. But AOL chat rooms, man, that used to be back in the Wild West. Back when they first made chat rooms very like publicly accessible for anybody that got the AOL like dial-up internet service. They basically had chat rooms for different various interests. And they were also not age gated. So there was a lot of troubles back in those days. Because you could have like a 30-year-old, you could have a 30-year-old man talking to like a 13-year-old whatever, like in any of these chat rooms. And Stranger Danger wasn't like as known online. There was like a lot of trouble during those times. Oh, so because it became a meme because AOL. I don't know if it is AOL, but it became a meme just because like every teenager has that phase where they make their edgy OC, and it's always something like there's that really good meme example that's like the purple and black Sonic the Hedgehog character, and it's basically everybody had an edgy OC growing up that did role playing, and so the personality can kind of be boiled down to that idea of like teleports behind you, nothing personnel, kid, sort of deal. I remember the AOL chat profiles, man. Different times back then, bunglers. Different times. But they told me they had free candy at their house. Oh, Penguin, that's how they get you. That's how they get you. Yes, Cold Steel. That's it, Shino. Let's see. What's this? Oh, house. It's a good. Let me show this to chat real quick. The more Final Fantasy art got released. And this is a very, like, a very wanted... This is already, like, a really good card in the format, chat. And so this is, like, a really good card in basically any format in Magic the Gathering. And then they put this art in here. You don't really need to know the, you know, if you're a Magic player, knowing what the card does makes it a little better. But look at how cool the art is here. It's taken right from the game, obviously. And this is not, like, perfect quality. But it's interesting. I do like it when they redesign card arts more. Like, I like the Kimahri arts. Let me show the Kimahri art real quick. I should still have it on here. I am Kimahri's #1 fan, so I should still have it on here. Yes, I do. So, I'm going to put this on screen and... Boop. But I'm going to put myself over here. But I like Kimahri's art a lot more, even though I don't like... I don't know why that creature is in the background. That creature has no connection to Kimahri. But regardless, I do like this art more than I like this art here. I think this one's a lot cooler. I like when they redesign and add their own stylish flair to it, rather than just taking, like, stills from the actual games themselves. Even though this is a good... Like, this is a good still. It's a very emotional beat from the series. And I like it a lot. But I do appreciate... this more, because I want to see their take on Final Fantasy characters. That to me has a lot more appeal. Alright, now I'll put these guys away. That has a lot more appeal to me. But I mean, if they're going to use stills, at least they picked a good still from the cutscene. And I do like the shadow backdrop art, like text. Even though it looks a little lazy to me, like part of me is like, man, could you style that up a little bit more? But still, it's still fine. Have you played more of the Pokemon trading card game Pocket? I have not. I did have a good time with it though, Shino. But I don't ever really stick to mobile games that often, to be quite honest. If I'm out and about, I don't, you know, like if I want to play games, I want to play it on my like computer or my my PlayStation or like my Switch or something. I don't play a lot of mobile phone games. I've never understood, I guess, having the... I mean, what are you, like, watching TV and then playing them at the same time? I guess that's when would be the time that you would mobile game. Oh, yeah, I didn't drop off it because it's bad. It was pretty good. Like, that's... I would say that's probably one of the best mobile games I played. One that really caught my interest the longest. But I'm just not a big mobile gamer. I think the one that I stuck with the longest, chat, was Pokemon Go. Mostly just because I could walk. Like, I'm already walking, like, typically like an hour-ish a day I'm out walking. So I was like, all right, sure, fuck it. I'll put this on in the background, and I'll, like, walk into traffic. I feel you, man. For some reason, phone games are also not doing it. Yeah, I don't know why, Kat. I agree. I just don't know why. They just don't click. I don't think they're bad by any means. Like, even Fire Emblem Heroes, I played for a little bit. I thought it was pretty good for a mobile game. It bounces off me. I have even Hearthstone, which I played a lot of, and I actually paid I maybe put like $60, maybe like $60 to $100 into Hearthstone over, I would say maybe like the 7 years I was a player of Hearthstone. I would say 7 years probably makes, maybe like 5 to 7 years. But even then, like that's 60 to 100 is the most I've put into any game like that. Persona 5, the Phantom X finally got... Ooh, hell yeah! That's the mobile one, right, J-Man? Into traffic? Well, just because, you know, you're not paying attention and you're looking down at your Pokemon Go thing. And so you end up walking into places that are, aren't the greatest to walk into. Yup. Goat mentality. Like, the animal goat or the greatest of all time? I'll take the greatest of all time mentality. That's, you know, that... I could be goat. I could be the goat. I could be your goat, chat. I could be the greatest of all time. That's interesting. I wonder how Phantom X is gonna play out. Is it gonna be our standard gotcha slop, or is it gonna be? Okay, thank you for at least letting me know I have to get rid of name a weapon. And I've learned, I've grown. I'm a stronger can than yesterday, so I can now also refund you that thing. And then take it off at the same time. Because we learn here at the Can channel. Also, please don't redeem that again while I'm trying to get rid of it. Please and thank you. Listen, don't mind money me. I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna give you your points back. I don't want to hear any my money sort of deal. I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. There. I've put my foot down. I've engaged the chat at their level. I said I don't want to hear the my money thing. You're getting your money back. J-Man, can you not do that twice? That's ridiculous. You're getting your money back. Absolutely absurd. Turn this name a weapon off. So J-Man stops crying. All right, so let me go back into here. Can't believe this. Where it's... Hey, okay. All right, so what? It's been 50 minutes and there's no video games, all right? So what? It's been 50 minutes and there's no video games. Isn't that like standard procedure at this point?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh my god, the chat is on the rude sauce. They've drinking Ruda Cola. Where the video game? Oh! Hello, Tactician. Hello. Tactician, no, don't tell me you've joined their evil side. You're now also joining in. Alright, let me reject this. There you go. I'll complete the rest of these, because these have all been put in. We're getting to the video games. I think I am here for video game, but I do not see it. Okay, alright, jeez, we'll get the freaking video game on. All right, we'll get the video game on. Don't wink. Don't you wink. Wink takes off my current face, my current expression. Don't wink at me when I have a current expression, a current feeling going on, because it just ruins it. It sends me back to my default expression. I still have things to say in a fevered manner.
He's going over that cliff.
That's what you guys are about to go over that cliff if you're not careful. I'm serious. Be careful. Anyways. Alright. Let's get to the video game. Tactician's coming in here. And she's throwing her weight around. She's like, where the video game? Let's put on the damn video game. Alright. Video game. Steam game. Give me the video game. Give me the video game. For all these people who just need to have a video game on right now. Wah, 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 wah. Alright. Video game is on. Volume needs to be on now. Let me just give the Steam game audio on. And then all of these monsters will finally be satisfied. Now they can see and hear their precious video game when they have a perfectly good can talking to them interested in their day, wants to talk to them, but no, everybody wants their little video game. Well, okay, fine. I'll put the video game on. Should I just be quiet? Should I just silence myself and go sit in the corner while I play the video game silently? Is that what you all want? Is that what you all want? Is that what you want? You just don't want me to talk at all? You just want the video game? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Let me get back in my... Let me just get unangry, unbig. Get back over here. Zero, Bingo, He-Cat, and Mr. Fister have a job to do. They do have work to do. They do have work to do.
I'll take over.
All right. Thank you, Penguin. Thank you, Penguin. Thank you, Crow. Thank you, Crow. You can talk to these fiends, these villains. You know why? They just want their video game. They don't even want to talk to me. All right, so let's load game here. There's currently the group is led by the He-Cat. And we just got our airship. Let's see. So let me pull up. I do need to see here. Yes, okay. Good. This is still showing perfectly. Because unfortunately, our manual ends right here, chat. We ended last session right at the end of the manual. The manual here is pretty much just like tips and tricks, the limited warranty for afterwards. So I do have the world map here, so we know places to go. So now we need to find out what our next destination is. Let's see. And for that, I believe, let me pull up this here. I got one more thing to grab. One more thing to grab, and then we can get proper going. Let's see. That's the music I stopped. And then that's this. That just has the map. And then we grab this. Ba 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 ba. All right. Let's see. Pull Chateau back up here. All right. All right. So there should be some places we can go with our newly found airship. Wow, cliffhanger, right? Could we pick a much better time to quit? All right. So let's see map destinations, chat. Let's pull up our handy dandy map once more. Let's see. We've been to Melmon. We've been all the caves here. Let's go towards Leaflin and Gaia. Those are our next destinations. When do we get Knights of the Round? Man, when do we get Knights of the Round? I want some Knights of the Round table action. Huh, okay, I don't think we could... Can we not park here? No, we cannot park here. Our airship cannot land in the trees quite yet. Or how do we land this bad boy? Controls. How do we land this? Ah, okay, there we go. Okay, they don't want to land here either. All right. The ship is very very needy. Okay, we can land here. Go ahead, say hi to these people. The vagabonds that are this punchy team, though. It is true. These are a bunch of rapscallions. This is definitely a rapscallion-based team. He-Cat, Bingo, Mr. Fister, and Zero. Zero being the only one who is not just a punchman. Alright, we do need a rest, though. We need a little siesta. We need a little siesta so we can fight mañana. Yeah, look at this. You guys happy with this Spanish I'm picking up? Tales of Vesperia, you can ride a dragon to fly where you want on the world maps. The airplane pales... Riding a dragon is always cooler, Shino. There's no two ways about that. Riding a dragon is always cooler. What version of this game? Like on what platform? This is the Pixel Remaster that is sold on Steam. And I would say it is perhaps the ideal way to play this game. I don't think there could be a better way to play... Excuse me. This game than the Pixel Remaster. Being able to turn off encounters, being able to change your experience settings, is a really, really good touch. Something I can highly, highly recommend. Buenos dias, Mandy. Smack. Or no, or is that when he starts screaming? It's one of the two. Cat claws. Huh. The Pixel Remaster. I think that's on all modern platforms? Yes. Well, actually, I think so. Yeah, I think it's on all modern ones. Ooh, a ring that guards against instant death. That seems very good. Let's buy 4 of them. Instant death seems like something we don't like, chat. I don't think any of us... Well, actually, maybe we... I mean, if you had to die, wouldn't you prefer it to be instant? I feel like I would prefer my death to be instant. Imbecile. Imbecile! I'll have you know I was a student of the month in Spanish class in grade 9. Wowee. Look at it. We have some real Spanish speakers in chat. We have Kato, a native speaker, and then we have J-Man, who was a 9th grade student of the month. Pretty sure those are on similar levels, right? I think our stock of items is pretty good. Defo on Switch. We sure know cursed things. We sure do. I'd like your characters to suffer instant death. Of course you would. You have a gimmick to your name, Eevee. That gimmick is, can I just watch people suffer? Alright. Now we can walk back. We can at least walk back to that town. I mean, I would. No pain. I agree. I'm thinking, like, if I had to pick death, I think instant's the way to go. Alright, let's at least start off with, like, one bit of magic here. I don't know how tough these guys are. Okay, so basically like 300-ish HP. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, then we're pretty good here. My Spanish teacher said I was muy estúpido, which is probably very good. I'm pretty sure. That probably means good things. Can I pick just not dying? That would be ideal. I think we go for not dying if possible. Banana. Yeah, the music in this game is really good, and I maybe it's just me, but I really love the visual style of this Pixel Remaster. It keeps the charm of like the first one with a lot of visual improvements. Okay, so they're all lupine at me. They're all lupine the third, perhaps? Lupine the third. Every single one is Lupin. Man, they're all just really big fans of Lupin the third here. Fair. It's a good show. I haven't seen it in a while, but I assume it's still pretty good. I remember liking it when I was younger. Someone on my stream said the other day I googled gato muy guapo and ended up here. That is pretty good. That's pretty good. Gato muy guapo. Didn't this game save Square Enix from bankruptcy? I think so. Oh, the ads. No. Mi amigos. Mi amigos. Mi amigos behind the ads. Tragedy. It's true tragedy. One day we'll all be free from the wrath of the ads. One day. Imagine all the people living without the ads today. I want, like, the original FF1, I was really confused for a second. Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean, Penguin? Da Vinci being some evil genius or whatever was something was cool. I think we're probably fine. Oh, I see. Save Square from bankruptcy. I see. So, Wyverns poison us, huh? That's interesting. Luckily, I have 50 antidotes, so I'm not too worried. Though it is weird that the wyverns are about poisoning. There's my antidotes. There you go. Bingo bango. You're back in it. All right, let's see. So where do we go next here? Ba, 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 ba. So we don't need to go here. I think next up is the Citadel of Trials. And that is the western side of the top right continent. Western side of the top right. Ah, right here. Of Ordeal. So we want to go over here, Chateau. Alright, let me pull this down. Get back to the gameplay. Alright. So that's our next destination. Now, yeah, because this saved Square from bankruptcy, and then they sold... What was it? Final Fantasy Beginnings? Or there was like some like really simplistic Final Fantasy game that they put out for the West. It was like on the Game Boy or something. I forgot the exact name of it. But I haven't played that one. I think it's like the original... it's almost like the original... Where do I need to land on this? Where do I need to land on this bad boy? Do I need to land like a really specific square or something? Do they have it so you can't land here? This is where we need to go to. Perhaps over here? Back from the Baby Agile. Welcome back from Baby Agile. We need to get over here somehow. I mean, we could take the ship all the way over here. That's a hell of a trip. That's a hell of a voyage. I feel like there's got to be a simpler way, though. Welcome back to the land of the free. Welcome back to the land of the free. We can't even land in the desert? My goodness. Alright, turn the encounters off as I traverse. Goodness gracious, they really make me walk all the way over here. Alright, fine. I can't land in the swamplands. Let's see, now can I cross that thing with my canoe? Yes, I can. Okay, there we go. My canoe's always on me. I always got that thing on me, and that thing is the canoe. You come bearing the crown, I see. Your fortitude cannot be questioned, indeed not. Very well, I shall grant you the right to undergo the trials. Go now, sit upon the throne. Your courage will be put to the test. If true courage dwells within you, you will find proof of it here. Alright, so now we're going to attempt to level up all of our guys so they become their secondary forms. Do we need to do anything, or are we already there? No, we're not. We're not there yet. How do we start the trials? That is the one thing about these games. With our guide ending right here, we don't quite know exactly. Ah, there is something. There's our throne. Without the guide, sometimes it's can potentially be a little hard. Oh my god, it's just a teleporter puzzle. It's just a teleporter puzzle. Oh no. Oh no. Not the teleporter puzzle. Anything but this. How will we ever get out of the teleporter puzzle? This is some classic. This is some classic. Some classic turn-based RPG shenanigans. The old teleporter maze puzzle. A classic if I've ever seen one. I think that brought us to the top. That brought us back to the destination we were originally at. Now it's a bunch of mind flayers. A classic I hate. I agree. You won't find me having love in my heart for the teleporter puzzle. Though, they used to be a hell of a hit. This used to be the classic way. Yeah, like Sabrina's Gym and Silphco. Yeah, pretty much exact. You got it right on the noggin. This used to be the staple. Let's see. Okay, I think we went top last time. We'll go bottom now. Okay, so our first one's bottom. Hold on. Let me get a piece of notebook out here, or a thing. My handy dandy notebook. Let's see. This is my old notes were about the Elf War, Omega, and D-Elf. Okay, so this is definitely my notebook of insane scribbles when I take notes from games. So this is the Final Fantasy. Plus I get to try out my new pens that I got. Bottom. Alright, let's try the top one. Is that right, perhaps? Maybe. It could be right. We might be in the right zone. We might be in the right zone. Ba-ba-bow. The nice thing is, though, that the game is very quick with their battles. God, that's one thing I really hated. Okay, so it's not the bottom. Or rather, it's not the top, so we gotta go bottom again. The one thing that really made old games like this insufferable, chat, was the long load time between encounters. Does anyone remember playing the original, like, Final Fantasy? I guess it could also be 10. But Final Fantasy 9 is the one that really sticks to mind. How long the encounters would take to load. Oh, man. You would lose so much time in your day just from every encounter taking, like, a solid 5+ seconds to load. Okay, so it's bottom, and then do we trust the left one, chat, or do we trust the right one? The 30-second intro along with... Yeah, that was the killer stuff. That really, like... I'm gonna try right is right. Left is right, damn it. A little... Seconds earlier, bunglers. Seconds earlier. But that world map theme, probably my favorite. It's good. Don't get me wrong. There's a... Oh. Mr. Fister, I thought I had the... What happened to Mr. Fister? Did we not have the original... We have the instant death ring on you. Okay. Alright, that's fine. No, it's... Why would skills in games that I play work as intended? That's silly. That's silly. I should expect the skills in the video games that I play to not work all the time. Frickin', frackin'. Use my frickin'. I'm still mad about the Fire Emblem thing. Anyways. Fisted a bit too hard, see. Fisted just a bit too hard. Well, Mr. Fister, man, he just loves to fist. You gonna tell that man not to fist? Key Cats! 29 HP, 1 strength, 1 intellect. Bingo! 29 HP, 1 strength, 1 intelligence. Or sorry, 1 agility, 1 luck. He's not as smart as He-Cat, but boy is he luckier. Mr. Fister, 30 points of HP, 1 strength, 1 agility, 1 intellect, and 1 luck. And then 0. Rounding the pack off with 28 HP, 1 strength, 1 stam, 1 luck, leather belt. Can is going as good at throwing due to shade. I still get what you're trying to... listen, Eevee, I still like what you were doing there. I liked what you were cooking up. Rakashas. Oh, man. Your puny thunder spell of 19 damage. How pathetic. Get it. Bingo's a lucky lad. Like, he might not be the smartest, and he might not be the bulkiest, but there ain't nobody as lucky as Bingo out there. I feel like we all knew Cam was going to get screwed by Shade eventually. Even I knew that. Even I knew that skill was eventually going to screw me over. which is probably the funniest part of the whole thing. Even I knew that was going to happen. Da, 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 da. Oh, this theme's so good. Okay, so there's 4. So it's bottom, bottom, right. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, because there's 3 over there, and we'll just start. We'll try number 4 because we went all the way around for it. Minotaurs. You know what? At some point, you just run out of ideas for monsters. So you're like, okay, put two names together. What we got, Chief? We got some zombies. We got some minotaurs. Minotaur zombie. Bam. Done and done. Somehow I don't think it was number 4, chat. It was definitely not number 4. Alright, so our first one's bottom. Number 4 brought us all the way to the beginning. Griffin Medusa. See? It's just mix 2 names together, you got a brand new monster. Alright, bottom, bottom, right. And then Chad, are we doing 1, 2, 3, or 4? What sounds the most right? 1, 2, 3, or 4? And we gotta pick right. 2? Okay, we'll go for number 2. Okay, that's number 1. This is number 2. All right, it was not number 2. It was not, in fact, number 2. So now we got 1 and 3 left as the other options. Or maybe right was wrong all along. It's a possibility. Right could have looked like the right way to go, and then it was just a trick. A devious trapping of the mind this entire time. 3? Okay. We're gonna go 3 next, you know. Once again, running out of monster names. This one's the King Mummy. Yeah, this one's like the cooler. It's like the Mummy and then the cooler Mummy. That's a better way to put it. The Mummy and the cooler Mummy. Alright, I'm gonna fire a guy. I'm gonna burn all these bandages. What was it? The Daniel and the cooler Daniel in the meme for the yearbook photo? I think it's Daniel and the cooler Daniel. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, there was like a meme where it was like basically two yearbook photos, and it's of the same kid, except the first one is called Daniel and the second one is called the cooler Daniel, and cooler Daniel just has shades on, and it's been a classic. It's Daniel. Okay, cool. I thought it was Daniel. I wasn't sure though. You know, my brain only keeps the most vital of information up there, and Daniel and the cooler Daniel is definitely one of those. One of the important ideas. Damn, Daniel. God, that fucking meme took off for a while, eh? I always get it mixed up with that kid who, like, did a bunch of flips at a Dunkin' Donuts. I always get it mixed up with that kid. So I think it was around the same era. During the Vine era. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is 3. All right, and it's 3. Good call, Shino. Good call. Bottom, bottom, right, 3. The true question is, what's the dog doing? That is a good question. Someone's got to figure out what that dog doing. Huh. Also, you see how little damage our warriors took from the fire spell? I wonder why that is. Does defense work for magic defense as well, chat? What's Vine? Are you don't throw a nuggie at my feet after asking what Vine is. Is Vine become ancient internet history? Goodness God, I guess that could be the case. Kiwi, I do love that. I do love that emote from Yumi. You just walk in here, you just throw a nug at my feet. It's like such a kind peace offering. Bribe to tell me what Vine is. Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, Vine was an old, like, Chino kind of describes it pretty much, an old social media platform, but the whole platform was about short form video. Imagine a whole, like, platform / website that was YouTube Shorts before YouTube Shorts was around. And so that was the whole conceit, the whole idea. Imagine TikTok didn't. Also a good descriptor. Primordial TikTok, yes. Back in the sludge times. And there was a lot of people that got super famous off of Vine. And then when Vine got destroyed, they came over to YouTube. I think like Logan Paul or like one of those people that nobody likes came over from the Vines. If I remember right. Alright, we got plenty of haste left, so I don't care too much. The Nightmare. How are we ambushed? We looked that motherfucker right in the face and talked to him. How did we get ambushed? You mean ambushed? I started the fight. Ambushed. I talked to the motherfucker. How did I get ambushed? A healing staff. I assume Zero could equip it, but I doubt it'll do anything, right? No, he can't even equip it. Ooh, a flame sword. Hold up a sec. Yeah, bingo. Get yourself a flame sword, brother. So we got He-Cat with the ice blade, and we got Bingo with the fire blade. Like two brothers of a song of fire and ice, maybe some would say. Maybe it meant you ambushed them. No, it meant we got ambushed because they got the first round of attacks. If we ambushed them, I think it says something like, I actually don't remember what it says, but there's a different term for it. Didn't have internet access until 2019, 2020, so I assume it's from the before times. Yeah, it was like, yeah, I think 2020, 2014. That sounds about right. Preemptive? That might be it. Also, Zero, I think. Oh, Zero, our brother Zero just got himself an ice brand. Let's fucking go, Zero. Ruby, amulets. Mithril helm. Well, you're fighting for a flame sword. Yeah, I think it's preemptive strike. Yeah, before times I was barely a teenager. Oh, I apologize, Kiwi. It's hard to remember not everybody is my exact age. I think I've always thought that though. Whenever I'm like talking to people, I assume like, oh, they're probably my age. Whoa. Ain't no need to critically hit me. I'm sorry. Getting a critically struck out here. It's dangerous in these streets. Once again, Mr. Fister is very much letting us down. I feel bad for saying it, but Mr. Fister is definitely the weakest party member. I don't know why. Mr. Fister really needs to pick himself up. Ancient beans. Oh, I'm turning to dust. No. Kiwis are a pretty top-tier fruit, I must say. Thoughts, people? I'm actually not a big fan of kiwis. I've had some. I don't think they're bad, but I would eat like an orange every time. I would take a... Ooh, grapes. I like grapes a lot. I would go grapes or oranges. Though, kiwis are definitely like a mid-plus. I would say mid-plus. We just got something. We definitely got something. What did we get? Swords. Weapons. Did we just get gauntlets? Oh, we got gauntlets. Gloves that cast Thundara? Eh? Oh, we can just cast Thundara anytime we want to now. Interesting. There's a constant use of Thundara. Ba ba bam. We got a Rat's Tail. I know that looks like a weird moment to be all hyped about, but I believe the Rat's Tail is what allows us to class change. Oh, so we need to equip... So we need to have the weapons equipped? Perhaps? Ooh, we can actually... You can change equipment mid-battle. Ain't that interesting? Bat, bat, bat. Bananas are okay. I find bananas a little, they're fine, but they're like the definition of mid. Like, they're good, but I never go out of my way to have a banana. Even if they're like the thing I always go for in my, like, my overnight oats. I'm now an overnight oats kind of guy. Do we just go to the center? Where do we use our Rat's Tail at? Rat's Tail. All right. I'll have a quick second, Cheto. Look through what we do with the Rat's Tail real quick. But yeah, I'm like an overnight oats kind of guy now. And they're pretty good, though. They're pretty... I enjoy them quite a bit. Go back to your airship, head southwest of the Citadel of Trials. There's some islands here. Each with a cave on it. Summon... Okay, so we need to go over there. So let me pull up our map. So we need to go to the Cardia Isles. The Cardia Isles is where we can use our Rat's Tail to get ourselves buffed up. We're going to pump you up. I think that's a... I forgot what exactly that's a reference to, but I know that was in Rocko's Modern Life. I think it was originally like a joke about two really buff bodybuilders that were super popular in the 90s, I think. And their catchphrase was like, we're going to pump. Then they would clap. You up. Blackberries. Interesting. I'm not a huge berry kind of guy. I guess strawberries would be my favorite. If I go for a berry, it's a strawberry. He-Cat. 8 HP, 1 agility, 1 stamina. Bingo. 8 HP, 1 agility, 1 stamina. 0, 5 HP, 1 agility, 1 intellect. Apple slice with peanut butter is good? Not a fan of apples, though. I'm super... What's a good way to put it? Where I live, there's a lot of apple choices. So, I don't know. To me, I've had, like, good apples all my life. So I'm kind of, like, burnt out on apples. Mr. Fister. 17 HP, 1 agility, 1 stamina. I only buy bananas for... Ooh, that's a good choice, though. Banana bread is delicious. I've baked a few loaves of banana bread in my day. It's always a nice choice if you just don't eat all your bananas. They're very easy to make into banana bread. Strawberries with whipped cream. Ooh, that does sound good. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, wow. That's 130 damage. What the hell? That's some damage. We haven't seen damage like that since bosses. But yeah, Cool Whip, I was thinking. Cool Whip is like something that a lot of people used to do with strawberries. So when you said strawberries with whipped cream, I was thinking, oh, yeah, Cool Whip, right? I like apples because, from my experience, they don't go as bad as quickly as strawberries or grapes. Yeah, apples are a very hardy fruit. As long as you don't cut into them, they don't brown very quickly. Only the truly brave can obtain a token of their courage. What are you talking about? We have that. I got a Rat's Tail, motherfucker. A token of valor and strength. But I need to talk to you, too. Yeah, I guess we need to get something else first. Do. So we got the Rat's Tail. So we need to evolve, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. I forgot. Turn to field. I forgot. There's a way to bring up the big map. What are you me bring up the big map. Is it this? Ah, I can default run. Nice. There we go. Not, he says courage, not valor or strength. Jeez, everybody's so damn picky in this universe. Is valor and strength not courageous? Goodness gracious, everybody's so neat. Oh, everybody's so freaking needy. I like. Okay, I just read that one. There's a good chalky milk here that become. Ooh. Once, long ago, there was an age where man and dragon lived together. Yeah, I've played Fire Emblem. There's like a ton of Dragon Girl girlfriends in Fire Emblem. I understand it, Chief. You don't gotta tell me. That's right. We can't sit on the swamps. But we can sit on the land right next to the swamps. What kind of chalky milk is it? Once, long ago, the Northland was filled with beautiful shrines and towering mechanical castles. So very long ago. The dragons of the Cardian Isles have no love of senseless killing. Dragon Maid? I bet you one of these dragons gotta be the maid. It's a rare thing to have humans visit us here. If you are valiant warriors, you should speak with Bahamut, our king. Ah, so we need to speak to the king. We need to speak with the head dragon in charge. I see. We'll find him eventually. He's got to be on one of these islands somewhere. The Ochu. Ochu. Remember, he was like one of the more challenging. I think he's like your first filter in Final Fantasy X is the Ocho boss, I think. It's been a while since I played, but that sounds right. I have no way to back it up, but what that statement I just made sounds right, so I'm gonna stick with it. Oh my god. It's just a hall. Man, how do you guys like this for dungeon design? You just go straight down a line. Ooh, they're swords. Hell yeah. This is the chamber of Bahamut, the Dragon King. Mind your tongue. The Dragon King looks within to measure a person's true courage, or if they hold a rat's tail. Long has it been since men of courage stood before me. Your bravery seems worthy of consideration. The rat's tail you carry is a fitting token of courage and strength. So be it. I shall honor you with titles befitting your valor. Powered up. I like that they give the warrior like a better haircut. That's kind of his power up. Man, He-Cat really looks like a He-Cat right now. Look at that. That looks like a He-Cat. Bingo becomes Bongo. It's called Promised Land Dairy Midnight Chocolate. Ooh, that sounds good. First optional boss, I think, in FFX? Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. I was hoping Mr. Fister would get access to magic, but nothing still. Alright, and now Zero gets access to level 7 magic. That's really good. We get access to level 6 and level 7 magic. We don't get access to level 8, which stinks, but access to level 7 and 6, good enough. His fists are magic enough. I guess. I fucking guess so. Everybody's just like fucking beefy now. What? Where are you, Archer? Yeah, where's this? What's that ability called, Eevee? It's like 1,000. It's like a really long name or something, or he has a very long little like monologue when he's using his 1,000 blade attack or something. Something like that. I know bits and pieces of yeah, Unlimited Blade Works. That's it. Firstly, that name is sick as shit. That's like a good name. And like I said, I know like bits and pieces of Fate stuff, but not a lot of it. Midnight chocolate sounds nuts. It does sound good. It sounds very tasty. I am the strong. I have the power. He is pretty strong. He is pretty good. All right, take a little siesta. A little El Napo. And now we need to go collect some magic. You know, get some level 6/level 7 magic. It tastes like a milkshake. It sounds very good. It sounds very good. It's like crack for me. Understandable, honestly. Alright, so we have Blizzaga and then Break. Petrifies one enemy. Once again, I'm not getting that. Like, status effect magic works so rarely on with our red mage. And we can't learn Kiraja. And we cannot learn Diaja either. Even though, technically, we could learn level 7 magic. Alright, Zero. See if you can... Let's see if you can learn something in here, brother. Oh, this is level 8 magic. He cannot learn any of this. Oh, the powerful null. Oh, we don't get access to. And then the spell, Kill! That's always a good one. Okay, so I guess we can only learn 2 black magic spells. We might as well. Ah, yes, Kill. I wonder what that does. You know? The mind truly wonders. The mind truly boggles. We can learn Blizzaga, and that's it. Alright, you know what? I'll take it. It's better than literally nothing. Not by a whole lot, chat. But it is better than literally nothing. Alright, where is the other towns? Oh yeah, we gotta walk all the way down here. Oh no, but this town has nothing. There's just a bunch of elves we can't understand. I keep mishearing Blizzaga as Lizaga. I eat, John. It's what I do. Garfield, no! Don't cast that 6th level magic! I'm sorry, John. I eat. It's what I do. I want lasagna now. There's never a bad time for lasagna, honestly. There is never a bad time for it. Oh, hold up a second. Someone else learn? What? What do you mean that... What do you mean that my warriors can learn Blinda? What? Why can they learn magic and Mr. Fister can't? They have spell slots? Yo, we in it. Pocket sand, dude. But you guys cannot use magic. You don't have spell slots. What's going on? Why can you learn it? I thought that said Nutshock. Sure. Here you go. Here you go, Bing. You guys can have spells you can't use. Who am I to stop you? Who am I to say no? Fighters just do everything? They can't... They don't have spell slots, but they sure can learn it. Maybe they get spell slots at a much, much later level. That's kind of wild, though. Why the hell are fighters learning spell slots? What kind of crazy world are we in? It's like dogs and cats living together. You know, when you said Nutshock, I don't know if anyone's gonna fucking remember the very short-lived meme of the fucking Nutshack. I'm assuming it's just me. Maybe Cat knows about the Nutshack, but I assume that's very much like not remembered internet history. I think it was Tito Dick Man Baby. Okay, of course Cat knows it. It was Nutshack was, I think, I don't remember the artist and storyboarder, but it was like, I think they were Filipino, or I forgot. It was a very, like, I think it was a Filipino artist and writer who made their own series called The Nut Shack, and it was very like early aughts, like 20s something, like college humor. It's all basically dick and fart jokes, but they had a an exceptionally catchy intro song that was on repeat. Somebody going, "It's the Nut Shack, it's the Nut Shack," and that's the entire song, or at least it's like most of the song. And it got super famous for a while because it was just such a... how can you describe it? But a very, like... it was a catchy, very stupid, but very catchy song. Also, chat, I think, like, this is... okay, so we found the level 6 spells, and they're, in fact, all fucking super good on the White Mage side. Like, we can exit from dungeons immediately, and we can raise our party's defense and invasion. Like, genuinely, those are good spells. We don't need high magic for those all to be good. So that's fantastic. That was a really, really useful stop. God, yeah. I didn't think many people would remember the Nut Shack, Kiwi. Even though it's an ancient meme, like, it's not a very well-known meme. It had its time in the sun, its time in the spotlight, but it did not stick around very long. I can tell you that much. It was funny for a minute, though. Let's see. So we've gone to a lot of the things here. We've been to Guy. We don't know what's going on with Elf Town yet. We could go to the Mirage Tower. We also go to the Caravan, Waterfall, and Onrak. Let's see. Let's see. From Gaia, head east, so you see into the desert area. Played by Oasis. Okay, so we need to go to the desert. Okie dokie, off to the desert, Chato. Not into the water. I know you guys are like the heroes of light and everything, but you can't just throw your thing into water. Oh, you know Power Thirst. Wow. I haven't fucking Power Thirst. It's been years since someone talked about Power Thirst. And Dr. Tran. Oh man, we're really going back in time today. Ooh, okay, all right. Give this a taste of the Blizzaga. He's a doctor from America. All I remember, I didn't watch much Dr. Tan or Dr. Tran, but I remember there was just a voiceover guy, and that was like the entire gimmick. It was just a voiceover all the time, and I think it was like a young boy who was just like, "No, I don't. What are you talking about?" And then he got to like movie level shenanigans. When God gives you lemons, you find a new God. Yeah, that's some good ass old memery. Not a lot of people remember those days. You go home now. Alright, let's look around, chat. Apparently there needs to be some place with, like... maybe it's in the other deserts. See, this is the best part. We can just turn the encounters off and look around. Alright, I think this is the other desert. Maybe to the west. Because we can't enter this tower. Not yet. Didn't they try? They kept the Power Thirst going for a minute, right? Like, they tried to make it a bigger thing than it was. I think they wanted it to be more than just a flash in the pan sort of joke. But obviously, that's what it was. Let's check that desert out real quick. Oh shit, it's Dr. Tran, and he's giving out fresh, hot dickings. What? Oh god, yeah, I remember the poor kid is just really confused about where this like announcer voice is coming from. And they're always saying like the wildest shit to him. And Dr. Tan's just like trying to figure out what's going on. Man, this guy's got some bulk to him. If only they gave any amount of money. They give 2 gil. Not a whole lot of gil in the long string of things. Just not a lot of gil. It's a lot of experience though. Think about it, chat. We could double our gil rate and get 4 gil from that encounter. Ooh. Where are we going to spend all of that? Did we go in here? Let's see. Let's see if we went in here. There. We did. Yes, we've been here. We've gotten all of their goodies. We've stolen from the Dragon God, which you think would have more, like, penalty to it. But we've stolen from the Dragon Gods. Da-na-na-na. Alright, I think we need to go here, perhaps. He cursed you with magic. You can't use it. Damn it! I'm always getting cursed. Why am I always getting cursed with stuff? Fucked up. I just want to live my life. But I'm always getting, like, hexed and cursed. I'm just a simple man. Trying to live my simple man life. Damn it, Nintendo Guide. Why did you have to end, like, right... Okay, here we go. Yeah, we had to find this little random spot. Welcome. Bottled Fairy. Thanks. Ah, now he sells this. So we had to buy the Bottled Fairy for something. Let's see, so temporarily raise his attack. It seems like something our party wants. I'm gonna grab like 40 of them. I mean, we're an Unga Bunga kind of team. There's no reason not to live the Unga Bunga life. Alright, so we can go back to Gaia. Okay, so we go back to Gaia. Alrighty. Do. Down. Gotta embrace the bonk? Hell yeah, brother. When God gives you bonks, you do the bonkening. Does Bottle Fairies resurrect you when you die? I don't think so. I think they're used in some town for some strange arcane ritual, which also makes sense. Fairies are always doing magically, magic things, like, for random reasons, it seems like. Like, fairies are just magically arbitrary. They're just doing shit all the time. They, like, make circles, and then you just accidentally step into them, and you get, like, teleported to the fairy dimension. And then they make you eat your family. It's crazy what they can do. Alright, well. Alright, see you later. Man, good talk. Alright, I gotta find where did she go? Let's see. Oh yeah, I think we gotta go up into the north there now. Yeah, I think there's like, yeah, we have to go this way, I think. There's like a, yeah, this is the path, I think. Oh, there's a scholar studying in Lufian language, but I can't seem to recall his name. We do need to learn some Lufian. I'm assuming that's what the elves speak. I caught the fairy, so I figure she's mine to do as I please, so what's the big deal? So I sold her to a caravan. So what? You want to fight about it? Forget about it. I sold a ferry to the caravan. What's the big deal? It seems like very New Yorker talk. Oh, Kimmy, hello. Thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you. I hope my New Yorker accent is what sold you on it. Hello. It's good to meet you. Thank you so much for the follow and the subscription. Welcome in. Enjoy the Final Fantasy. The can sold. I do a good New Yorker accent. I do think that's worth selling. That's worth selling, that New York accent. You're the ones who rescued me from that bottle. I'm sorry about running away, but I was just so scared. I'll get you some Oxyale. Some Oxycontin from the bottom of the spring to make it up for it, okay? She's getting us what? Hey, I'm New York in here. Forget about it. Where others can't, he can. Oh, man, chat is full of smarties. You obtained Oxyale. Oxyale? How the hell do you pronounce that, you think? Air will flow out of that water for as long as you have it. Ah, so now we can breathe underwater. Fantastic. All right, so now we need to go drown ourselves. Very good. So let's see. Southeast of Gaia, surrounded by forests, another town, Onrak. Okay, we need to get to Onrak. So Chateau, Onrak. Ah, Onrak is here, chat. That's our next destination. Oh, hold on. I think I made it go super big screen for a second there. Okay, there we go. I think we're back. Oxyale is maybe some prestigious college? Oh, maybe. Ooh, sip time. I do need to get something to drink. I've been just yapping my fucking can off all day. When the next series of ads comes on, remind me, chat. Next time the ads go on, I need to go get something to drink. Something to wet the old whistle. Also, so should I go by Kim P. Greg? Should we call you Kim Greg? What's your flavor of nickname? All right, so we're in Onrak. Let's see. Welcome. Maybe we just buy some remedies, chat, because we don't have... Unfortunately, we can't get, like, Isana, I don't think, so we just kind of need to... We'll buy that for now. I want to keep a lot of gil, in case we really need to buy some stuff. Maybe we need to buy, like, new armor and weapons. The oxen pulling my cart in Oregon Trail surely didn't go to Oxyale, I'll tell you that. Wow, that's... How do you know that? Maybe he's trying his oxen-based best. Did you ever think of that, J-Man? You're being very judgmental. Ah, okay. What do you mean? Why can the red mage not learn Saber? Hello? Increases their attack and accuracy? That's like the most red mage-ass magic I've ever heard. And it's level 7. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. It's like they made a spell for the red mage, but only a black mage can use it. Not right. Most Oxio to Oxio State University. You know, I feel like that clap is for you, Penguin. I feel like I didn't win that clap. I feel like that's a clap directed at the Steel Penguin himself. It was, yeah, I figured. I can't come up with a joke that good. I can't believe we're still filthy. Can you, chat, can you guys not take, like, a fucking shower? Just, like, one shower? Amazing. Humans have been honored by the Dragon King? That's us, brother. Neither can I. I hire a team of writers. Ah, that's what it is. I see. I was wondering how you did it so well. Out of me way, blasted. I haven't been able to catch a single fish. It's a gravestone. Thank you. All right, so where do we go in here? Don't need you. None of us are dead currently. All right, now there are mermaids. Ever hear something called Oxyale? I have, surprisingly. Said that the shrine sank to the sea 200 years ago. Now there are mermaids living there, or so the story goes. Look at my legs, aren't they wonderful? I love having legs. Look, look, do you see the move I just did? Man, I sure do love having legs. It's a very odd thing to say, woman. Who's definitely not a mermaid. Alright, let's take a rest. Let's take a siesta. Another napo. Legs good? Legs are good. Strange boast? It's a strange thing to say to somebody. If somebody comes up to you and just starts talking about how good their legs are, you gotta be a little worried. Alright, so let's see. Okay, there's something. Alright, so it's to the east, chat. Right there. Hey, my name's Kopi. You want to hear about the shining object I saw? I think it fell somewhere near the waterfall to the north. No one believes me, but I think it was some kind of mechanical creature. You have Oxyale. You are the ones we've been waiting for. Please save the mermaids. What? She just stood there waiting for us to walk up there. She said, please save the mermaids. And then she just she started floating away. All right, sure, I guess. I mean, if someone tells you to save a group of people, then starts floating away into the sky, then evaporates, I think you probably listen to them. Snakes in the chat feeling self-conscious. No, it's fine, you know? Legs are good, but you know, you don't need to have legs to be good. I still, you know, snakes are fine. Snakes are fine by me. I'm not anti-snake. Wow, how about that air? I can't breathe this as I don't have gills. I can breathe this as I don't have gills. Man, I sure do love being a human. Being a human sure is great. Don't you agree, fellow humans? Isn't it wonderful being a human, fellow humans? Bunch of doors. Bunch of doors. The white shark. Yeah, preemptive strike. That's what it says when we ambush them. Banu. All right, you can Banu. Thank you for the nuggie. I do love that nuggie emote. It's so cute. What a kind offering this Kato has left for us. A singular nuggie. Candace with the human propaganda. Get him. No. Hold on. I'm not part of the human propaganda. I'm not. I promise. You know, I'm just saying, you know. We just gotta look at both sides of the issue here. That's all. Oh, you Banu. I see. Bunnies are very cute. I think we're all in agreement that everybody loves bunnies. No, Can, take my spaghetti instead. Thank you, my brother. I will cherish this for the long journeys ahead of me. Seize him! No! You don't need to seize me. I'm not part of the human propaganda machine. I promise. Kiwi, think of all the good times we've had. Think of all the nuggies you've left him. You wouldn't leave nuggies for somebody who's part of the human propaganda machine. Think about it. You wouldn't do that, Kiwi. You wouldn't do that. Oh, no. We don't gotta do that, chat. Let's all cool down. Let's all take a step. Everybody take a deep breath. It's fine. Not right now, J-Man. I'm trying to hold it together here. Sounds like something a human would say. No, it's not a human. We're not. Kiwi, put the knife down. Kiwi. It's okay. Give me the nuggies. They're my nuggies, all right? I've earned them. I've earned those nuggies. Those are my nuggies to enjoy and ingest. Oh, Jesus, I have to fight for my life every day in this chat room. Every day I wake up. Bam, smacks table. Bingo, level up, 8 HP, 1 strength, 1 luck. 0, 5 HP, 1 strength. I tell you, Bingo fucking loves being lucky. There's nobody who loves the luck stat more than Bingo. Water Naga. We've been ambushed by the Water Naga. Okay, okay, that was a very bad ambush. She cast one. This Water Naga cast 1 spell that did not even last a turn.
Oh, and down it goes.
Uh-oh. Okay, alright, thank God. I was like, damn, Kiwi, you really brought down the stream. The whole thing started to lag after you said that. After you redeemed... Uh-oh. Kiwi, what have you done? What have you done, Kiwi? Oh, and down it goes indeed. It crashed. Alright, at least it auto-saves now. Is Steam down? Maybe that's what happened.
What happened to Dorcas?
What happened to Dorcas? Steam. Okay, let's restart Steam real quick. All right. Don't know what happened to Steam, but we'll get back to some music at the very least.
Where the video games?
Take that, I'm not a Hume! Take that back! Take that back! Where are the video games? I had the video games! They took the video games away from me! They took all the video games away from me. Alright, I'm restarting Steam. Commercials are going to run anyways, so I'm going to take a short break while Steam resets itself. And I'm going to get a cup of water, use the little cans room. So I'll be back probably in like 3-ish minutes, like less than 3 minutes. So I'll be back in just a bit, chat. You guys be good in the meantime. Listen to some lovely tunes. No video for the pretender. I'm not a pretender. Not a pretender. Anyways, I'll be right back.
Hey, I know. I'll use my trusty frying pan as a drying pan.
Thank you, Silver, for following. Now I gotta be right back. I'll be right back. But thank you for following. There we are. Okay. Should be back. Welcome back from the ads. I went and got myself a drink in the meantime. I did turn on the game. I can hear it in the background. You guys shouldn't be able to hear it yet. But everything should be back to working. Let me just put us back over there.
Burn to the ground!
Thank you. Thank you. Always important to get a good burn to the ground going. All right. Yep. There we go. All right. So where did it autosave us? Thank God for the autosave, man. Once again, modern conveniences leading the way to success. Give me that old game with that modern day like accessibility and quality of life options. I'm a happy canster. I was trying to do like, I guess a camper already kind of works with the K. I don't need to add the can in there. I can just say I'm a happy camper. But it's a camper with a K instead of a C, just so you guys know. That's an important addition there. So what were we talking about before we got interrupted by the sudden crashing? I think. Oh God! Not again. Uh-oh. That was scary. That stopped for a moment in time. What's causing the sudden influx of CP usage?
And there goes the battle.
There it goes. Please no. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. Okay, maybe it was just a single hiccup. Maybe it will not occur again. Or maybe everything will be fine afterwards. Maybe it's just... Also, I'm not dropping frames. Everything seems fine. Okay. For now, we'll just keep going. I'm going to keep an eye on things, Chad. I wouldn't want to end... Well, we'll see how things go. We'll keep an eye on things. The autosave will save us anyways. Happy Canper? Oh, you know what? That works pretty... Canper? I can see Canper. That almost reminds me of Rajpuram or something. It was like the that one place that got not taken over, but some like cult kind of took over like a small American town. It's like Rajneeshpur. That's it. It was Rajneeshpur was the name. Also, that spell worked a lot better than the sleep from last time. He cat. 8 HP, 1 strength, 1 luck. Bingo! 8 HP, 1 strength, 1 luck. 0. 5 HP, that's it. I love the 5 HP level up and nothing else. It's my favorite level up, in fact. Why would I want statistical growth? Why would I want stats? I could just have number go up. And that'd be literally it. Mr. Fister. 7 HP, 1 strength, 1 luck. Alright, it seems like things look to be a little smoother now. Weird. I wonder what caused our issue. Alright, treasure chest, chat. There's only one more left. Right below us. And then there's a way to go to the basement, and there's a way to go up. Actually, we're on the 3rd floor, so... maybe we just want to keep going down. Wow, that tornado did a lot of damage. I mean, that's fair. Wait, it's a water elemental? Why is it a tornado? A tornado's not a water elemental, silly video game. That should be a wind elemental. And it doesn't even look like a surf, like a heads-up surf kind of whale. It is if it's made of water. I don't... Can tornado be made of water? I guess? It sure does look like more of a standard cartoon tornado, though. But I mean, I guess it could be a water. I guess I'm not a water elemental. Who am I? Who am I to sit up here and tell a water elemental how to live? Just because I'm a can elemental, like I'm made of can, right? So sharks can live in some tornadoes. Is that true? Is that chat? Is that real? That sounds real, but I don't know for sure. Who are you to judge the water elementals? Fair enough, you know? Who am I? Maybe I'm overstepping my boundaries here. You know what? I'm not a water elemental. What right do I have to criticize their lifestyle? Wow, this map goes deep, Chato. This map goes deep. How many times are we gonna get ambushed? Somebody needs the alert feat. That's for my Dungeons and Dragons pals over there. That's for you guys, Dungeons and Dragon fanatics. Shark Typhoon is a known magic card. Okay, all right. Maybe there's more precedent to this than I thought. Maybe, baby. Mr. Fister, we gotta have a talk, man. Also, why does Mr. Fister look like Elvis? Anybody else realizing that he kind of looks like Elvis? Alright, there's nothing down south. No doors. So that's just a trap. Not a trap, but a time sink. So let's go north. Sea snakes and sea scorpions. Alright, let's try a little bit of magic here. Let's try a Blizzaga. I mean, they are water, but let's see what a Blizzaga does. Does pretty okay. It does alright. Okay, now we can go up. Ooh. Mysterious way. Now we're in a dungeon proper, chat. It's been a while since we've had like a real dungeon. Oh, that's right. I didn't want to auto battle because auto battle, it's a cool feature, but it makes you reuse your last abilities. It doesn't make you just attack mindlessly. Huh. Useful room. I'm glad we have it. Augustus has the alert feat. It's a good feat. Anything that doesn't let you get ambushed is pretty broken. Anything where you cannot get ambushed is pretty decent. It's pretty decent. Okay. It's a weird dungeon. I would love to see a bigger map of this whole place. Vestal at the campfire. Oh man, some Darkest Dungeon in the chat. It's been a minute since I've even thought of Darkest Dungeon. Chat, have you guys played Darkest Dungeon at all? Man, now that's a goodie. That's a goodie. I like the new Darkest Dungeon 2 as well, like the actual Darkest Dungeon 2. Elvis can go beat up that sea scorpion, I think. Perfect. All right, good timing. I'd rather my warriors not waste their turn hitting the scorpion. They can go hit the trolls. I've never finished Darkest Dungeon 2, chat. It's one game I always get close to finishing, but I never do. We're definitely going backwards. I'm going to turn encounters off for a second. What's going on here? Oh, okay, that's it. Sahagin, chiefs and a prince. Oh, we're in the presence of royalty, I see. The prince who deals 1 damage. This is not exactly the strongest Sahagin crew I've ever seen. You can't really be hitting us for 1 damage. Hello, your majesty. New alert is stronger and weaker, but mostly stronger, I think. Yeah, I do think the new era of D&D stuff, it basically it just made everything stronger. Most things stronger on the player side of things. Because they like players buying their books. I've always had kind of a pessimistic view of Wizards and their books. They just want to sell to players. They don't really care about the DMs because there's a lot less DMs in the Dungeons and Dragons community than there are players. Excuse me. Not the strongest, but it has soul. Cat, you're so right, you're killing me. You're so right, I'm literally choking on the truth. Let me just take a sip of diet soda. It'll power me up. It'll empower me. He-Cat. 8 HP, 1 agility, 1 stamina. Bingo. 8 HP, 1 agility, 1 stamina, 1 luck. Once again, bingo. He's a lucky boy. 0. 5 HP, 1 agility, 1 stamina, 1 luck. A hard truth to swallow. Apparently. I didn't think it was so hard to swallow, but it shows me. What is this Sahagin Prince even for? I guess is there a Sahagin Queen and King or something? Mr. Fister with a level up. 7 HP, 1 agility, 1 stamina. I want to check the bestiary now. Now I'm curious. Maybe even a Sahagin Earl. Oh my god. Maybe. May the frick be. We haven't found 53. Whoever he is, we haven't found him. Keep your eyes peeled. Where's the Sahagin Prince? Okay, he's not there. Sahagin Chief, Sahagin. Listen to that music, chat. Just be taken. Close your eyes. Remember when you were first popping in a Final Fantasy game and you got to hear this lovely introduction. Bringing you back in the best of ways. There's a Sahagin Prince. Okay. Let's see. So, he's weak to lightning, and he drops no items. And he only has 200 HP. Okay, so he is very much useless. He's very much useless. What are they trying to say about the royalty? Ooh, a ribbon. Where do we put the ribbon? Guards against elemental attacks and status effects. Alright, He-Cat being our lead, we will put the ribbon on He-Cat. Man, so the ribbon started all the way in the first Final Fantasy, huh? Even way back then, there was a ribbon. Wow, even the trolls running from us. We're so badass. Even trolls are straight up running from us. Simply cowards, not willing to face up against the quadruple threat of He-Cat, Bingo, Mr. Fister, and Zero. I mean, you see this squad looking up at you. Like, you see this squad of 4, like, stancing up against you. I don't know. I think most people would probably flee from that. I mean, who's really going to try and fight a guy called Mr. Fister? Right? Like, I think once I hear that, it's like, I'm out. Like, you win. I don't know what Mr. Fister's whole deal is, but I can guess, and I want no part of it. So he can just win. He can just win the combat. I have no interest. Trace water elementals. Oh no. Not trace water elementals. Ah, we'll just punch them to death, I think. We'll just punch these water elementals to death. That sounds about right to me. Also, they attack. That attack looks like wind. All right, that just straight up looks like a wind-based attack. I'm sorry. I think they just made an air elemental and they just slapped the name water on it. I'm sorry to all my water elemental friends out there, but I think you might be a little fake. I think you might be a little air elementally. Still not really understanding the purpose of a monk. Same here. Same here. The only purpose I think he has is he's cheap. They're a cheap warrior. And that's it. Because they don't cost any money. So if you're concerned with money, you can just make a monk as one of your party members. Okay, I don't like this. This is a scary squad. Those guys in the back can just petrify and kill us. So I'm hoping Blizzaga takes care of most of them. Ba, 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 ba. Yes, it does. Okay, fantastic. That would be as stupid and coloring an enemy blue and putting the word C at the beginning. That would be just as silly. That would be just as silly. Gloves that cast Saber when used. Okay, hold up a sec. Can you use... Yes, okay. So now we can cast Saber on ourselves with the Giant's Glove. So now we can have a super buffed up Zero. Gauntlets. Okay, I need to take it off, and then... Oh, I don't even need to equip it. I need it to be unequipped. Interesting. Gauntlets. Giant's Glove. Interesting. Maybe I could just put it on my warriors, and my warriors can cast Saber on themselves, giving them a huge attack boost. I might not even need to put it on my red mage. Oh, I didn't even get the chance to use it. Interesting. Oh, I wonder if the warriors might not be able to cast it, though. Interesting. We'll have to try that out next round. I'm glad we actually found some items that we can use via casting. That's pretty sick. I like that. That was a staple, I think, back in the day. I don't know if it's as common anymore. Alright. Item. You can... Oh my god. We can all use the Giant's Glove. We can spend a whole turn buffing the whole squad with Giant's Glove. Or we can spend a whole turn using Thundara. Oh no, we can only use it once a turn? We can only use it once a turn. Okay. Interesting. I like that, though. It's a free cast of Thundara. Man, that'd be crazy. I feel like black mages are just like... Regular mages, chat, just seem like way better at the end of the day. Imagine casting a black mage casting Thundara for free. I assume it'd be just a lot more damage. I guess it actually gives Mr. Fister something to do. I think Zero does more damage physically, so we can just give Mr. Fister... He can just be like the item user. He ain't got much else to do, so he can use items. Cast Fire Aga then. I'll use some ethers afterwards. I do love that ethers are so cheap, so plentiful in this game. We can just cast magic 24/7. We can be what's it called? Like it's like Mage Squad, we always cast in magic. They're like, it's hard to describe. They're like a rap group that, like, they're rap mages, and they're like, we always casting spells and shit. I forgot how it goes. But it's funny. I tell you, it's funny. You have to believe me. The Wizards, maybe? I don't know. It's like Black Magic Gang. We always casting spells and shit. It goes something like that. Ba-na-na-na. That was a pretty... That was, ooh, a light axe. Rolling up to the Goblin Fortress in my loaded 12... I wasn't thinking of that one, but that sounds pretty fucking sick. That sounds pretty sick. Though that does remind me of this one guy online, chat. One YouTuber in particular does like a bunch of generic fantasy skits. And I forgot, he plays himself as like a bunch of different characters. And one of them, he's like playing a guard who's like calling out for help, and the song, Gimme, gimme, gimme a man after midnight. That song's playing in the background, and then... So, that song's playing in the background. He's playing like a swordsman who's like being ambushed. And then himself, dressed up as a wizard, comes down to save him on a flying magic carpet. And he's like shaking his ass the whole time. And then he grabs the hand of the warrior who's in trouble. And then they just he joins him on the magic carpet, and they both shake their ass as they flee the scene. And that's the best descriptor I could give of it. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, though. It makes a bunch of different skits. They're quite funny. They are quite funny. Quite humorous. There's a lot of good, like, fantasy, a bunch of good, like, fantasy shorts on YouTube nowadays. Even the D&D scene has got some pretty good shorts going out. Ahem. Anyways, He-Cat. 28 HP, 1 strength, 1 agility, 1 intellect, 1 luck. Damn, He-Cat. Bingo. 28 HP, 1 strength, 1 intellect, 1 luck. Mr. Fister. 32 HP, 1 strength, 1 intellect. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Finally, Mr. Fister is getting some strength level ups. Brother definitely needed them. Ba-ba-ba-ba. This is pretty long. This is a pretty long dungeon for one of these, though. We haven't had a long dungeon in a minute. Alright, so there's nothing up there. We came from there. Well, there's nothing item-wise in there, but maybe we should still go there anyways. Oh, we can also go left. Okay. I was about to turn off encounters and explore for a little bit, but we can go for a little longer here. Grinding up, getting stronger, number going up consistently. Ba, ba, ba. God, man, back in the day, though, Chad, when you played these games, you just really had nothing else to do, and you could just sit here and play this for literally hours upon hours. Ah, that definitely seems like the... Oh, there it is. Okay, that's it. Okay, we got it, chat. Now we know where to go. I didn't actually know this was the water crystal, chat. We're at the water temple, basically. About to fight the water-based boss, I'm assuming. I wish we had null ice. That's the only thing I wish. So what's the last elemental? We've done fire... Earth, water, I guess wind is next? Right, because we did earth was the first one, then it was fire. Now this is water. So I'm guessing we need to go into the skies, and we need to fight the cloud Gygus, the cloud giants themselves. Yeah, I think it's wind. That sounds about right. There's not a lot of places left to go, except for that tower that's in the middle of the desert. Maybe we just need to climb to the top of the tower. And then we can go and fight the giant Sky King in the sky at the top of the tower. That seems about right. That seems about right. I have liked all the boss designs, though. They're very good with their boss designs on here. Oh, Chad, have you played the original, like the original Final Fantasy one? I'm kind of curious. I haven't touched the original before. I'm curious. Like, I'm a big fan of some, like, ugly-looking pixel art. So I don't know, like, I'm a big fan of, like, the Generation 1 Pokemon, how they look. There's something very charming about them. So I wonder if I would like the NES version. Like NES? No, I haven't. Yeah, I don't know how... I don't know if people even revisited that one, to be quite honest with you. Alright, let's use some ethers. But I was curious... I asked because I'm curious, visually, how well does it look? That's what I'm kind of curious about. Alright, we need 3 more ethers. I tried for a few minutes. It has, like, anti-quality of life. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's understandable why you backed off, then. The one thing that I do really... Ooh. An asset is effective against the undead. Cast Daria when used. Interesting. So we have Daria now, but I don't think anybody can use that. One thing I've said before is I love the visual style of the retro scene. But I love the quality of life and all of the improvements that come with modern era gaming. So I love... Remasters like this are my favorite kind of game, because it's just a mix of both worlds. Visuals are fine, but if you attack an enemy with multiple characters and the first kills it, the rest attack... Seriously? Wow. That's real bad. You humans do impress. I would not have thought to see you here. It sounds like a fancy... This sounds like a fancy pants sort of villain. Then they look like this. But do you really think you could defeat the Fiend of Water here in my own domain? Fools, these dark depths shall be your tomb. I was expecting like an arrogant, like princess-looking thing. Not this. All right. I'm gonna have you cast Giant's Glove, punch. Let's see here. Oh wow! So anybody can use heal. Cool. And then I'll have you cast Prata on the party. Damn, that guy did 190 damage. All right, Kraken. All right, I see you, brother. 5 damage. I love Mr. Fister, boy. He sure does do some damage. All right, maybe gauntlets. Maybe the Giant's Glove will do something for him. Oh, good. Blind Mr. Fister. Holy shit, we did 500 damage. After Saber. That's a lot. Alright, just gonna keep doing that. This is a strategy I think is gonna work. This, I think, works. Let's use Cura on Hecat. Yeah, look at Protecta does things so much. Knocked that, like, it dealt like 300 damage down to like 100 something. Alright, and one more Saber usage. Yeah, that's... See, we don't really need... Even though Zero doesn't have a high magic stat, anything that self-buffs the party is always useful. Yeah, I think this will work out just fine. Damn, 290. Alright, I don't care if Mr. Fister... Okay, there we go. Nice! Boss down. This seems like the strat to go forward, chat. There's self-buff, and then just punch the hell out of them. Ba, 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 ba. Alright, so that's the water crystal, ice crystal? Down. Now we have just a couple... We have one more to go. But I didn't know it would be a dungeon so soon. Alright, I think I'm fine. I mean, I could go look in the beginning for any, like, missing treasures. We can just turn off encounters and go hunting for them, but I think I'm good for now. Alright, so we have just the wind crystal. Did we do them out of order? Did we do them out of order? The wind crystal is... The water crystal was the last one, it looked like. Let's see. Interesting. What if we did them out of order, then? Let's see. So we go back to Onrak. So, head to the north from town and into the waterfall. Okay, cool. Seems simple enough. Ba-ba-da-da. I think we take the canoe, it said? I think we use our canoe. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. We're supposed to go to the north. The mystic power of the water has been revived. Now our kingdom will once again flourish. I'm glad for you, but I need to find a way to go north here. Let's see. Where do we go next? Find yourself back. Use your canoe to head north from... from the town. From the town. Not in the town. Okay. That makes more sense. Do we need to rest up? Yeah, our Warriors of Light could use a little siesta. The OST in HD. Isn't it great? Isn't it wonderful? Also, hello, Munich. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. I swear, I love... I've gushed about it before, but I love remasters. When they're faithful like this, there's so much to enjoy from them. I know, I believe, chat, that the other, like, OST I think of immediately that I know wasn't, like, as received / isn't as good was, like, the Silent Hill 2 remaster? Not the remaster. Because I think people like the remake. But some of the Silent Hill remasters, I think, were not treated well or not very well liked. It's something like that. Silent Hill 2 HD. Ah, that was it. The re-release. Okay. Yeah, because they did a bunch of stuff, weird stuff to the visuals, if I remember right. Like, they made it so it was no longer foggy or something like that. And then I heard... This opinion I don't share because I haven't really investigated it. But I've heard people didn't like... Maybe it was one of the Grandia remasters because it was... some of the visuals looked a little funky, perhaps. That one I don't know too much about. That one I've just kind of heard occasionally. But a lot of times I think remasters or... remakes are different, but remasters typically are pretty good. There's obviously some duds here and there. But I think remasters as a whole are usually really, really great. Like, even the Secret of Mana remaster. I mean, I expected a little bit more out of it. But I still like the remaster. Even though I do think that the original Secret of Mana still has a lot of charm. I thought Grandia remasters were okay. Yeah, see, I don't have really much of an opinion on the Penguin because I haven't really touched them. I've played Grandia when I was younger, but I haven't touched the remaster. So this is just something I've heard, like, through the grapevine. I don't give it, like, a ton of value because I haven't tried it myself. I would have to see. But that I've heard. I've heard it through the grapevine. People were upset about the voice actors were not realistic. Ah. Yeah, the fog was too clear. Basically, the limitations enhanced the experience. Yeah, that I don't understand, though. Like, you touched up the graphics to make them worse, like, in a visual sense? I don't know. That feels like, I don't know how that happens, you know? I feel like that one should be kind of a no-brainer. Like, if you get anybody involved in the team that liked the game. Man, I do love... We get to really cheese it with this map, though. I wonder how good the remaster of Chrono Cross is. You know, it's funny. Funny you mentioned that, Munich. I love Chrono Cross, but I have yet to play the remaster. Even though I love Chrono Cross. I am not a Chrono Cross hater. I think the people who hate Chrono Cross are just going a little bit overboard, if I may be so bold. Chrono Cross is not Chrono Trigger, but Chrono Cross has a lot of good stuff going on in it. I don't know, maybe I should check it out. Maybe Chrono Cross would be one of our a fun, longer stream game to do at some point. I don't want to have too many long-running games, so. Chrono Cross Remaster is pretty great. I did love Chrono Cross as a kid. If I remember right, I think I had, like, when I was younger, I think I had, like, a little crush on Kid, I think. Which is a crazy sentence now that I say that out loud, but her name was Kid, okay, and I was also a kid. So, put that out there real quick. But I think I had a crush on the character, if I remember right. I'm gonna do Thundara, and then I'm gonna do Firaga as well. So I do not want them to stone us. Okay. We cannot be instant death. We have the ribbon. I really do enjoy how many allies you get in Chrono Cross. Honestly, insane. Yeah, you can make so many unique teams in Chrono Cross. It's wild. Chrono Cross looks a little tempting, but some things I've heard about it displeases me. Yeah, if you want Tactician, if you're hoping for like Chrono Trigger 2, you're definitely not getting it. But there's a lot to Chrono Cross. The visuals are immaculate. The soundtrack is IMO better than Chrono Trigger. I'll put that out there. The Chrono Cross soundtrack, I think, is better than the Chrono Trigger soundtrack. I'll fight on this hill. And the party variety is very wide, but you don't... Because the party variety is so wide, Tactician, you don't get those... I mean, even like Chrono Trigger didn't have like the tightest personal stories. But Chrono Cross doesn't have a lot of like, it's such a divided cast, there's not a lot of time between either one. Can lore, yes, that's the Can lore. I did have a crush on the character named Kid back in the day. Some of the greatest RPG music is Chrono. Yes, 100% agree. I really want to Chrono my cross. Agumi, you're a smart young lady. You can absolutely Chrono your cross. I promise you. It is within your abilities. I bet you would like some of the Chrono Cross characters, Agumi. Something tells me a couple of them you would like. No, it's not cross not being triggered. It's because I hear how you can lose out on characters if you pick the wrong dialogue. Yes, there's a lot of missable content, Tactician. That's very true. There's just so many characters, though. Unless you have, like, a guide, you're probably not getting all of the characters. Though, I'm a kind of person, I don't particularly mind playing with a guide if it's spoiler-free. Yashinori Mitsuda, save me. It just seems like, I think you would really like it, Agumi. I think you would really like it. Something tells me you would love that one. The combat system is really fun. Like, being able to, how you place your skills and magic in that game is super, super unique. There's no game like it. The closest I want to say is like maybe Final Fantasy VII. It's kind of like an extended materia system. Kinda. It's the best way I can describe it. It's like an extended materia system for how your spells and abilities work. There's mutually exclusive characters too, I'm pretty sure. It takes 3 runs to get all the characters. Yeah, that sounds about right. Though once you've done 1 run, depending, like, you can very easily, like, crush the other runs to get to the super bosses, which is, I think it's the characters from Trigger. It's like Flea. Is it Flea and Rose? I think they're the super boss characters. I have been waiting. Take this cube. Tiamat. Flying Fortress. Please. The Warp Cube. It adds replayability to do different routes. Yes, and it has a bunch of different endings. Buzzword. Buzzword indeed, my friend. Can you move out of the treasure, though? Thank you. I mean, I appreciate you sacrificing yourself to give us this thing, but if you could just move out the way, that'd be great. No, give me weapons. We just got a defender. That uses blink. Interesting. Staff that uses confuse. I mean, we have the better blink. We have the party-wide blink. So I don't know if we're gonna really be stoked about that, but maybe it's like a better damage weapon. Yes, it's a better damage weapon. So we'll give that to He-Cats. Ozzy, Flea, and Slash. Thank you, that was it. Ozzy, Flea, and Slash. Those are like your super bosses. But I don't think Chrono Cross is, once you learn its systems, it's a system that you can kind of break over your knee. Which is fun. It is fun to, like, learn it and just, like, bust that shit open. Yeah, I think they're, like, Guns N' Roses references, I think. He-Cats. 8 HP, 1 agility, 1 stamina. Bingo! 8 HP, 1 agility. 0. 26 HP, 1 intellect. Forgot what bad things I heard about CC. No leveling up? No, you still level up, but it's in a weird way. From every time you, like, beat a boss, you get, like, a star point. And then between bosses, you can grind to level up stats, but it's not exceptionally clear how it all works. It's a little... Some of the stats, some of the leveling up is very vagaries, if I remember right. Yeah, between bosses, you can, like, do a certain amount of combats to potentially get stat ups. I think you could potentially miss stats ups if you just rush from boss to boss to boss, I think. It's something like that. Ozzy Osbourne, yeah. Different bands. Ah, okay. Ozzy Osbourne, Flea from... Ah, that's it. Ozzy Osbourne, Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Slash from Guns N' Roses. I knew it was something from Guns N' Roses. I forgot that they're all, like, different bands. That's super cool. I fucking love that. Give me some big JoJo... I mean, I'm a JoJo sucker, so... You just give me something that references, like, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, even, like, casually, and I'm fucking in. Like, I'm fucking in. I'm a sucker, man. What can I say? My least favorite thing is when I gain experience, enemies get stronger. Yeah, I don't think that doesn't happen, Eevee, in Chrono Cross. At least I don't believe so. Mr. Fister. 8 HP, 1 agility, 1 stamina. You can get mini levels if you do 3 to 7 battles in between boss. Yes, that's it. Thank you, J-Man. And it's also very easy to do, though. That's like super easy to do. So I think oftentimes you won't miss out on those mini level ups. But the level up system is not super well explained. So that might be what you remember hearing about it. So I know that's something we know nowadays, but I don't think that was put into the instruction manual or anything. Oh, there's this NES game that's JoJo coded. It plays like Castlevania, and all names and references are heavy metal. The game is called Holy Diver. Oh, hell yeah, brother. Now you're speaking my language. Even though I wouldn't consider Dio heavy metal, I'm still for it. I wouldn't consider them heavy metal, but that's kind of splitting hairs, I think. I don't really get caught up in like genre debates. But Iron Maiden is definitely my favorite like metal band of the 80s era. I think Iron Maiden blows a lot of others out of the water. Okay, so we got the Warp Cube. Make your way across the world back to Melmont. All right, Chato, we need to get to Melmont. Melmont, where's Melmont? Okay, Melmont's over here. Next to the Dwarven Cave. There, make your way back to Melmont, to the Scientist NPC north of the Graves. Okay. Melmont it is. I'm up all night melding my mons. Is this a good one? Is that a good joke? I feel like that might be something. What do you guys think? Staying up all night to meld my mons. Like staying up all night to get lucky. But instead, I'm staying up all night to meld my mons. What do we think? You're just Captain how many? Dio is heavy metal, I say. It's definitely metal. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being picky about it. Like I said, to me, it doesn't really matter too much. I don't want to be snooty. I'm not the biggest metalhead either, so I should not. There's no reason to be snooty. In the year 666, of course, it's the year 666. The world of magic, the Black Slayer. Okay, there's Slayer, the demon king of the underground dark empire, launched an attack against the reigning King Crimson. Okay, of course, Ronnie IV. For being overrun by the Black Slayer forces, Ronnie entrusts his two young sons, Randy and Zack, to his faithful servant Ozzy and sends three of them to safety in another dimension with the hope they can someday return and restore light to the world. Yeah, that's like just a hodgepodge of references. Do they read? Oh, there's Melmont. Okay, Melmont is that away. That joke is offensively bad. Damn it. I thought I was onto something. You know what? They can't all be winners. They can't all be winners. Oh, holy diver, you've been out for so long in the midnight sea. Oh, won't you something up to me? Holy diver. All right, are you the scientist by the graves? Yes, he is the great genius Dr. Uni. You've never heard of me? Inconceivable! Are you not the scientist? Hold up a sec, Chato. We need the Rosetta Stone. We don't have the Rosetta Stone. We need to go back to the Shrunken Sign and get the Rosetta Stone. Okay, we didn't get the Rosetta. Okay, that's what we're missing. We need to bring this man a Rosetta Stone. We need to give him that Rosetta Stone. I remember that being an old ad for a long time, was the Rosetta Stone program. If I remembered more about it, I could have made a joke about it, but... Counter's off. All right. Ba-da-ba-ba. You've been out so long in the midnight sea. Da-da-da-dee, what I mean. No. Holy diver. Yeah, that's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. Randy becomes a dragon too. Man. Who's the skeleton guy? Who's Iron Maiden's skeleton mascot? Is that Lemmy? That's Lemmy, right? I forgot what they named their skeleton mascot. No, it's Eddie. Eddie is the skeleton mascot. Where's our boy Eddie in that game? our Boomer metal is the best metal. I will always, and I mean always, have a soft spot in my heart for Iron Maiden. That is absolutely my favorite. Okay, this is Elf Town. Lemmy is the head of Motorhead. Ah, okay. Now, see, Motorhead I would put into the heavy metal category. I did see Megadeth live back in my teen. Wow, really? Ain't that sick? I was never the biggest fan of Megadeth, but that's still, like, being able to catch them live seems fantastic. Where the hell do we need to go for? We need to go back to where we grabbed the barrel. You're not it. I guess you were over here. Yeah, because you're right here. Okay, that's what we need to do. Alright, now we walk back here. Yo, Megadeth is super awesome. I don't mind Megadeth, but like I said, it was never my go-to metal band. I did like them better. I liked Megadeth more than I liked Metallica, though Metallica had some good hits. I know nobody likes Metallica nowadays because they're like... Some of them are like unlikable, like they have a bunch of... They were super against music sharing, and they're like a bunch of rich boomers and whatnot. Do you think future historians will see a bunch of demonic fictional characters named Ozzy and assume he was some sort of an important evil historical figure? Man, that would... You know, like, the destruction of the human race wouldn't be cool, but it'd be a little cool if we all, like, if we went extinct and then they tried to rebuild back what human society was like. And then they have to be like, oh, this Ozzy Osbourne was some sort of demonic deity to the early people. Imagine all the crazy shit they would come up with. Alright, we need to get down to the 5th floor, Chateau. Even though we're going up, I think it goes down. It's bizarre, it's backwards, but that's the way it works. That's the way it works on this bitch of an earth. By using the upstairs, we in fact go down a floor. And that's just life. So we have to accept. Even if we don't like it, you know? Some things are just some things cannot be changed. Diamond armor. Megadeth to me is the opposite of Metallica in the sense the music kept getting better. Yeah, I 100%. I feel like that's very true. It's funny. I'm saying I think it's very true just because I never got like attached to Megadeth at all. But I believe your take on it, Kat. When you said it, I was like, you know what? That makes sense. I believe Kat. Oh yeah, Ozzy Osbourne did a commercial about how to be normal. It was anything but... Who the fuck gave Ozzy Osbourne a commercial to be how to be normal? Yeah, they had their own TV show. The Osbournes. Ah, man. Back when they put... Well, actually, I was about to say, back when they put any shit on TV, but that is definitely still the current era. I know Ozzy Osbourne's daughter because of America's Got Talent. It would make sense that she would be on that show. Like, oh, my prayers have been... Oh, we found the mermaids. All right, chat. Best behavior. Cute blonde mermaid at 10 o'clock. Or 12 o'clock, rather. Oh, my prayers have been answered. Okay, well, that wasn't... All right, never mind, chat. She didn't have much to say to us. If the light of the sea is lost, we will turn to sea foam and forever vanish. Ah, well, luckily for you, we got the water crystals. Now I think you should be all Gucci. All right, so we got the diamond something or other. Ah, diamond armlets. All right, so Mr. Fister. I still don't understand the utility of Mr. Fister. I understand he's really good at fisting, but besides that... One of our friends went to see the world above and hasn't returned. Wonder how she's doing. I do hope she's all right. I think... You know what, lady? I think she's doing just fine. I think she's, in fact, bragging about how she has legs. And she knows how to use them. She's got legs. She knows how to use them. All right, how's that, chat? Was that a good joke? Are we back? Are we back? Thank you so much. Now the beauty the stretch of sea once knew will surely return. I feel like we might be kind of back. Thanks. See, okay, we're so back. We're so back. Are those the crystals the legends speak of? Just who are you? Lady, can you get the hell out the way? You're blocking a treasure chest. I know you're stunned by our immense physique, but you must move. One antidote. Mirage Tower stands in the desert. Well, I saw someone go into the desert. I heard the most lovely chiming sound. It's been a while since I've heard a ZZ Top reference. Only the most timely of references here on the Can Man channel. Only the most up-to-date, good references you'll find here. Fiend of Water lives, the light of the sea grows ever darker. Well, he's dead, so you don't have to worry about that. I killed him. Ice shield for the diamond shield. Ooh, guards against lightning. I'm going to give this one to Bingo. Because now they both resist lightning. So that sounds good, because we're going to go to the Wind Temple, right? So I want them both to have some resistance to lightning. How do we get to that one? Maybe that's... We need to get over there somehow. I'm stupid. Sharon is Ozzy's wife. She was a judge. Ah, okay. I thought, yeah, Sharon Osbourne was Ozzy's wife, but I did think one of his children was on like one of those shows, weren't they? How do we get to that last one, chat? Need to get over there. That's where the stuff is. Maybe that's. It's the only thing they could be. We go through here. Yep. You know, just casually teleporting. That's all. I'm glad I have that kind of moon logic built into my brain. Diamond gloves, diamond helm, and the Rosetta Stone, baby. Let's go. Alright, so now... Diamond helm. Well, none of you are wearing the diamond helm. I'm keeping the ribbon on. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's too good to remove. Like, being immune to all status effects... Even though that's a lot of defense we're missing. I mean, we're immune to all status effects. I feel like that's too good to pass up. Alright, let's exit. Alright, now we can return to that place. Give the scientist the Rosetta Stone. Man, once again, how the hell did you figure this shit out as a kid, huh? Thank God for, like, spoiler-free walkthroughs, but because, man, how the fuck would you ever have realized that as a kid? Oh yeah, talk to this completely nonchalant NPC back in one of the starting towns. Just for no real reason. Just do it because you kind of feel like it. Ah, it's over here. It's way in the west. Ba 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 da da da. Oh yeah, that's right. We can't land on swamps. That slightly discolored green is a swampland. It's swampy. Just a moment. Let me see that tablet. This is the Rosetta Stone. This makes it possible to decipher Lufenian. Lufenian? Lufenian. Lufenian! Yes, of course. That's what that was. It all makes sense. Here, allow me to express my gratitude by teaching you Lufinian. Man, chat, don't you wish it was that easy to learn a new language? Just have some guy hop at you for like a couple minutes. There, now you can speak Lufinian too. I like he casually moves us out of the spot, and then he's like, all right, you can leave now. Now instead, they have an owl. Now the owl teaches us instead. If only the owl could do the same well like this Uni guy could. Maybe they just need to have the owl, like, flip around a couple of times. And then the Duolingo owl will finally teach us the new language. Ba-ba-ba-ba. This is very Tom and Jerry-esque music. Am I wrong for saying that? It sounds very Looney Toony. It sounds like someone's chasing a wascally wabbit. Or chasing a Mises they hate to pieces with like a big rubber mallet. That's the kind of vibe I get from it. Alright, now we get to talk to some elves. Alright, everybody. Welcome back from ads, everybody. Welcome back from ads. We just got the Rosetta Stone. So now we can talk to some hot elf babes. So everybody just be on your best behavior. I assume they're elves, right? These are definitely elves. We are Lufinians, descendants of the race that once lived among the clouds, the sky people. You use a vessel you call an airship. It was built by one of our ancestors, a man by the name of Sid. Whoa, hot elf babes? I gotta imagine, in your area, I'll bring the Mountain Dew. Are there any babes at the bar? Because if there are, I want to screw them. I cast magic missile at the darkness. Yeah. Old jokes that will land with 1% of my audience. That's a classic. That's a classic. According to this legend, 500 years after the fall of the civilization in the sky, warriors bearing light will come forth to save our people. God, what was that? I attacked the darkness with magic missile. What was that from, man? No, it wasn't 8-Bit Theater. Hold up, now we gotta watch it. I did like 8-Bit Theater, but hold up a second. We gotta watch it now. Let me just mute this real quick. TV starts soon. Pull this up, and then attack the darkness with magic missile. Darkness with magic missile. There it is, Summoner. Okay, here we go.
Galstaff, you have entered the door to the north.
Hold on, sorry, I gotta turn this up a little bit. I don't think you guys can hear it very well. But this was the Summoner PS2 game, and then they used the models in-game to create this scene. Hold on, let me just make sure the audio looks good here.
You are now by yourself, standing in a dark room. The pungent stench of mildew emanates from the wet dungeon walls.
Where are the Cheetos?
They're right next to you.
I cast a spell. Where's the Mountain Dew?
In the fridge, duh.
I want to cast a spell. Can I have a Mountain Dew?
Yes, you can have a Mountain
This is
Dew.
what when you said Mountain Dew is immediately what my brain went to.
Yes, any of the first level ones.
I'm gonna get a soda. Anyone want one? Hey, Graham, I'm not in the room, right? What room? I want to cast magic missile. A room where he's casting all these spells from.
He hasn't cast anything.
I want to cast magic missile.
Listen, I'm casting magic missile.
Why are you casting magic missile? There's nothing to attack here.
I'm attacking the darkness.
Fine. You attack the darkness. There's an elf in front of you.
Whoa, that's me, right?
He's wearing a brown
That's
tunic,
me, right?
and he has gray hair and blue eyes.
No, I don't. I have gray eyes.
Let me see that sheet.
Well, it says I have blue, but I decided I wanted gray eyes.
Whatever. Okay, you guys can talk to each other now if you want.
Hello.
I am Galstaff, sorcerer of light.
Then how come you had to cast magic missile?
Fucking got his ass.
You guys are being attacked.
Do I see that happening?
No, you're outside by the tavern.
Cool, I get drunk.
There are 7 ogres surrounding you.
Cool,
How
I
come
get
these are
drunk.
others? I had Mordenkainen's magical watchdog cast.
No, you didn't.
I'm getting drunk. Are there any girls there?
I totally did. You asked me if I wanted any equipment before this adventure, and I said no. But I need material components for all my spells, so I cast Mordenkainen's faithful watchdog.
But you never actually cast it.
Roll the dice to see if I'm getting drunk.
Yeah, you are.
Are there any girls there?
Yeah.
I did, though. I completely said when you asked me.
No, you didn't. You didn't actually.
Ah,
say you were
it's
casting the
tabletop
spells.
goodness.
Now there's ogres, okay?
Ogres? Man, I got an ogre slaying knife. It's got a +9 against ogres.
You're not
Plus-
there. You're
plus
getting
9.
drunk.
Okay, but if there's any girls there, I want to do them.
Ah, that's fucking 2000, baby. You thought it was Machinima. They were doing that shit back in 2000, lads and ladies. 2000. If there's any girls there, I want to do them. Roll the dice to see if I'm getting drunk. Oh, man. Fucking classic, brother. Yeah, before YouTube, they just had a passion. They just wanted to do it. Oh, man. Oh, that was good. Anyways, 400 years ago, we attacked the darkness. Have you seen the videos by Dungeon Soup? I think you get a kick out of them. No, I haven't. I'll check them out, though. However, this is not but history now. All right, so now that I've properly introduced you guys to the concept of attacking the darkness. Ooh, there's magic out there. There's magic in them there fields. Let's see. I assume we can't cast this. Yeah, level 8 magic. We just don't have access. We just don't have access to level 8 magic. We can't cast Flare. Not with our red mage. Cool, you can make some money from what you love, but I do miss pre-monetized internet. Yeah, that's definitely... Pre-monetized internet was definitely a different ballgame. People just doing things because they loved doing it. And don't get me wrong, I'm happy that people can now make can now make a living doing the shit they love, but at the same time, like, it's definitely changed people's mannerisms to a certain extent. We place our last hope in the 5 heroes we sent out. It's been said they fell victim to the curse of the fiends and were turned into bats. Ah, so that's why we ran into so many bats. Another entity controlling the four fiends. We sent out 5 warriors, but they turned into bats. Tiamat blocks the power of the wind, the source of the sky people's strength. Before you leave, legendary warriors, take this chime with you. It'll grant you passage to the Mirage Tower. Wow, okay. We just needed to talk to one of these random elves. Just a random elf in the corner. Looks no different than any of the other elves, but now we have the chime. So now we can enter the Fortress of Wind. Now we can move you the hell out the way. I disagree. But first, a message from our sponsor of today's stream, Raid Shadow Legends. Get your hero and get 30 plus more on this special offering of Raid Shadow Legends. Use CAN20 at checkout to get 20% off your first roll on Raid Shadow Legends. Yeah, just make sure, make sure to use CAN20 if you play Raid Shadow Legends. Well, damn, I'm sold. That's what I need. I need you guys to go and get Raid Shadow Legends and use CAN20 at checkout. That makes me like $1 bajillion every single time. I from what I know, and I don't know much, but I believe Raid Shadow Legends pays like out the wazoo to people who shield their stuff. Be right back. Downloading right now, like right this second. 30 plus more? Jesus, take my money. Can you believe it? 30 plus heroes. 50 plus monsters. 10 different levels. 2 text colors. And more. You could be playing that right now. What are you guys waiting for? Download Raid Shadow Legends today. I'd sell out. My principles don't put food on the table. It depends. I don't know. It definitely depends. I mean, it's my full-time job. I don't know. Like I say, it definitely depends, I feel like. I don't know. In my heart of hearts, even if it would be the right thing to do, I'm so anti-sellout. Not that I think I'll ever get the ability to sell out. I would want to say that in my heart of hearts, I would just say fuck you just out of pure principle. Because I hate the idea of selling out to such an extreme. Though, like I said, I don't think that'll ever be something I have to worry about. But I just hate the notion of it even. That's 30 plus more. You hear me? 30 plus. Think of how many. That could be 31. Maybe 32. Perhaps even 33. You don't know how many. It's 30 plus more. It could be any number that's higher than 30. You'll have to download and find out. At Raid Shadow Legends. Remember to use CAN20 at checkout. I'm gonna try Blizzaga, why not? These Were-Tigers aren't very dangerous to our two fighters. Hecat and Bingo, man, I think they could really just kind of... I have the feeling you could probably just run Hecat and Bingo, and they could probably just do this all on their own. Oh, I bet you that's what people sometimes do for challenge runs. Maybe they just run, like, 2 characters. Because you can just leave your characters permanently dead. Healing Helm. Ah, cast heal. If the day happened that you did a raid or fate go shill, I wouldn't hold you against you. Grab that bag. I don't think that'll ever be a... I don't ever think that'll be an option, but I do appreciate that I'll definitely keep that in mind, but I doubt that'll ever happen. Just do an ad for some super niche mobile game. Listen, I would sell out for McDonald's. I fucking love McDonald's, man. Give me a McDonald's sponsorship. And I'll talk highly of McDonald's right here and now. Fucking love McDonald's. I don't eat it as much anymore, but I do love McDonald's. I've never seen anyone sponsored by Fate Go. Really? That's surprising. I mean, maybe they just have enough brand recognition that they don't need sponsors. Volpal Sword. Oh, is that the instant death sword? I think the Volpal Blade doesn't have a chance for instant death. I guess not. I think it would say it on the item description. We'll keep it, of course. Maybe it has some utility somewhere. You know what would be my Final Fantasy? The new limited edition, limited time only McRib. Find your 4 Crystals of Light for $4. Buy the new McRib today. Oh yeah, the Magic Spoon commercials, they almost got me. Those Magic Spoon, I kind of want to try Magic Spoon. Maybe I'm just a sucker, but I fucking love cereal. I want to try Magic Spoon, but they're too fucking expensive. Even if all my favorite internet micro celebrities chill Magic Spoon, I just can't bring myself to buy it. It just seems too expensive. I like cereal and all that, but just too much. Let's see. Grubhub did sponsor FF14. That's really funny. Oh yeah, that's right. They fucking did. They had a whole... Wasn't it Domino's? Didn't Domino's also, like, sponsor Final Fantasy 14? Like, I remember Grubhub doing it, but I think, like, some other restaurant also, like, dipped their toes into Final Fantasy 14. Little Caesars, please sponsor me. I chill the fuck out of that pizza. Little Caesars is great when somebody's not in your ear telling you Little Caesars sucks. Little Caesars is great. You just have to have somebody not in your ear telling you it sucks. When they're not in your ear telling you it sucks, shit's pretty good. I think these guys are weak to fire. I didn't know Mexico had Little Caesars. Interesting. But what I've been told by friends, Little Caesars here is somehow better than the American one. And the toppings more varied. I've heard that a lot of fast food is better in non-American countries. I mean, everybody knows, like, McDonald's and Japanese, like, they're, like, a million times better for whatever fucking reason. And I've heard that, like, other fast food restaurants in other parts of the not United States is also just, like, better. I remember back when I was younger, chat, I think when I was, like, 13 or something, one of my friends brought me to my first con, and it was in Canada. And I remember we went to a McDonald's when we were up there in Canada, and they had like the double Big Mac. And as a teenager, that was the best part of the whole fucking convention, is I got to eat a double Big Mac. I fucking love Big Macs, brother. And they gave me a double Big Mac. I couldn't ask for better. There's a Sinner sandwich with deli premonitions. A turkey sandwich with strawberry jam and celery. And cereal. Alright, that's another idea for snack time, chat. Snack time, we eat the Sinner sandwich. Red Baron's really good. It's hard to knock the Baron. The Baron is a great, like, shitty, quick-to-cook pizza. I've had Little Caesars once here in unspecified country, and it sucked. Oh, that's just... Is there any pizza, like, fast pizza joint in unspecified country that you like, Agumi? Like, is the Domino's or the Pizza Hut over there good? Little Caesars gives you pizza that's both hot and ready. It's true. That's true. It's hot and ready. I mean, to me, it doesn't suck. It's better than Domino's, as far as Mexico has. Ooh, gold needle. I like that we also have, like, since we have two ribbons and both He Cat and Bingo are at the top floor, we never have to worry about them, like, getting stoned. They're not into drugs. They cannot be stoned. Which is why I have never taken the ribbons off them. They're just two beefy guys in the front line, standing 5 feet apart, wearing ribbons. There's nothing odd about that. A lot of restaurants are better in non-American chains just by removing high fructose corn syrup, thanks to laws. You know, it's so wild, I was talking about it earlier in chat, but I have these coconut rolls, blueberry, artificially flavored. And you would think with a name like that, they would have high fructose corn syrup. But they don't. They actually just have sugar. I'm still shocked by that. Crazy how Little Mac got to Smash, but not the Big Mac. It's a shame, man. They're against the Big Mac. Also, can we agree that it's fucked up that the Piranha... Okay, I'm gonna get mad, but that's okay. You know what? Can speak your truth, man. Isn't it fucked up that they put fucking Piranha Plant into Smash Brothers, but not fucking Geno? Isn't it kind of ridiculous? Piranha Plant. Geno's right there. Been wanting him since 2000 something. And you put Piranha Plant in it? Okay, alright. I've been mad about that. I have been mad since the last Smash announcement all those years back. I'm still mad. I will be mad till my dying breath. I had cheese variety pizza from Caesars the other day. It was a mix of... Ooh, 3 cheeses. Papa John's kind of goated. Golly, it's been a long time that I thought about Papa John's. I remember liking Papa John's. Because they had Thor's Hammer. Because they have that garlic sauce. That's fucking delicious. Alright, Thor's hammer is just a good weapon for a white mage. Ooh, a sunblade and a dragon mail. That sounds pretty sick. Effective against the undead. Don't mind if I do, brother. Alright, and then they think Gino was a mistake. He's never anything. Fuck it. Don't make me do it again. Don't make me do it again, bunglers. Don't make me get upset again, please. I can't. I won't be able to stop myself. I won't be able to stop myself. Fucking, I get so mad at that. Okay, so with the protect ring, I can take the ribbon off of Hecat now, give him the diamond helm. Because now he has protection from instant death, stone, and poison. So, the only thing he could really be hit by is blind, so I'm not super bothered. So Hecat can get some more defense because he's on the front line. Okay, you're saying something. Hold on, I gotta look at what you're saying about Piranha Plant so I can get mad. Piranha Plant is in the first Super Mario Brothers, it's a timeless classic. Penguin, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, you're gonna make me say words I don't want to say. Come on, brother. Don't do this to me, please. Bingo. Okay, bingo. 30 HP, 1 strength. 0, 27 HP, 1 strength, 1 stamina, 1 luck. Doing really well here. See, that's the opposite. Papa John's failed really hard. It was not good when it arrived to Mexico. Doing really well here. People clamor for Papa John's. They do have a cheeseburger pizza. So anybody who has the guts to have a cheeseburger pizza, like I'm already in your corner. Like you put out the cheeseburger pizza, I'm like, all right, brother, you got something cooking. You got something cooking. And like I said, I remember that garlic sauce being really good too. That's all I remember. It's like garlic. It's like straight up just garlic butter. But, I mean, garlic butter is delicious. Ahem. Hecat. 32 HP. 1 strength. Mr. Fister. 8 HP. 1 intellect. 1 luck. Try cheeseburger pizza. I do not like it. And now I want pizza. I'm sorry, Tactician. I didn't mean to do this to you. 32, golly. Hecat is a beefy lad. He's not as lucky as Bingo, but he's beefier than Bingo. Maybe I could just not get into hamburger meat on a pizza and pickles. Our friend left on a journey to the west. He took the warp cube. Went to see our master. All right, well, thanks. I have the warp cube already. See, I can get into it because there's, in my hometown, we have, what's called, like, a garbage plate. And so, now this is a real Fat Man Delight, chat. This is not, like, regular Fat Man Delight. This is advanced Fat Man tactics. Do not engage with this unless you are ready for some real Fat Man hours. But the idea of garbage plate is macaroni salad, potatoes as your base, and then you put like hamburgers, hot dogs, or like steak on top of that, and then you eat it all in one giant plate of food. So imagine you do a pizza, except on the pizza there's macaroni salad, cheese, French fries, hamburger meat, pickles, onions, ketchup, and mustard. All on a pizza. This, my friends, this is my hometown specialty, and it's a lot of food on a pizza. What on earth are you saying? I told you, Tactician, this is not regular Fat Boy hours. This is extreme Fat Boy hours. It is cheese, macaroni salad, hamburger meat, pickles, onions, ketchup, mustard. All on a sheet of pizza. People buy this. People eat this. He went on a journey to the west. Question mark, question mark. That, apparently. I don't like this can of contents. It's an acquired taste. Can that even fit on? No, it can't. It bursts. It causes the can to burst at the seams. But it exists. I think I'll just go with a pepperoni. Not a bad option. Not a bad option at all. A blue dragon. I'm going to Protera. He's probably just... Yeah, okay. Here I was, thinking of dragon would be some kind of challenge. Can has a passive called Iron Stomach. I used to. The passive is definitely getting weaker as time goes on. As I get older, the passive begins to get weaker and weaker, but man... In my hometown, you needed that Iron Stomach perk to just mingle with the locals. Ahem. Use the warp cube to travel beyond the sky. It will take you to the flying fortress. Oh, okay. Apparently, it takes us to the flying fortress. Sorry, the flying fortress. Earth Medusas. Why are Earth Medusas in the Wind Temple? Oh, that's 10 hits. Okay, I was expecting 10 hits to do, like, a lot of damage. Apparently not, though. Man, I guess I'm the idiot. Okay, alright, hold up a sec. Can you look at that air element, that water elemental that's now an air elemental? I told you, chat, earlier, the water elemental was just a tornado, and I was told not to... Who was I to double check the elemental? And now you see right over there, chat. You see right over here. It's the same thing, except a different color. So I think I am owed an apology. I knew I was right calling out the elemental. I think I'm owed an apology. I told you it was a tornado. I think I'm owed an apology. You gotta say harumph like that. You gotta be like high pitched. Have a girlish tone to it when you say harumph. Looks like water to me, brother. That's looks like water to me. Aren't you just so funny? Aren't you so funny, Mr. Bunklers? Aren't you so gosh darn funny? A saber that casts Scourge when used. Interesting. I forgot what Scourge does. Have you ever seen air? Have you? Let's see what Scourge is. Okay, that's Scourge. That seems pretty good. I don't know what it does, but it killed that guy. Oh, these things need magic. Oh, it's just instant death. That's pretty sick. It's instant death on all characters. Okay, I'm down for that. Man, I have no idea what it does, but it killed a guy, so it's cool. Peak Beavis and Butthead logic. Absolutely. Absolutely. He killed that guy. Chad, did I tell you that story about that time that the Beavis and Butthead cartoon scarred me for life? It was that episode in which they're like working at the fast food restaurant, and one of the somebody that plays Hank Hill's character, like the character in the show is voiced by the Frank Azera, the guy who does Hank Hill's voice. And they're working at the fast food counter. and they fuck it up, because of course they do. They're Beavis and Butthead. They're just kind of two teenager fuck-ups. That's their whole shtick. And so they end up frying a bunch of earthworms and accidentally serving it to the guy. And then as they watch him eat it, the camera, they both look directly at the camera and they just start screaming. And that scared me so much as a kid that I changed the channel and I never watched it again. Like, I never watched that show again as a kid. It scared me so much. It's like I wasn't supposed to watch Beavis and Butthead already. Like, I was a good Christian child. I wasn't supposed to watch Beavis and Butthead. So when they looked at the camera and screamed at me, I'm assuming I just thought that I was in big trouble. So I just switched the TV off, and it scared me for the rest of my life. Oh no, Hank Hill is Mike Judge. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Thank you. Fried worms. Protect ring. And the guy liked them worms, thinking it was seasoned fries. Yeah, he ended up liking it. I don't remember why Beavis and Butthead just fucking screamed their head off, but... Ooh, male fashioned from dragon scales that guards against fire and ice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, I think it was just because Beavis and Butthead like stared at the camera and started screaming. That's what scared me. I was like, oh god, they know I'm watching, and so they're screaming at me. And then I switched the channel. I never looked back. Something they did in the early seasons was an easy animation to reuse. Well, I hope they know it scared me. I hope they know they made a young Pan very scared. Oh, this is perfect. I can make fucking Mr. Fister use Razor, because he's literally good for nothing else. You know, Mr. Fister is literally useless, so he can use items. Yeah, that's a Mr. Fister turn, all right. That's a Mr. Fister turn. I hope they know, because all Liquid Television cartoons were scary for a child. Yeah, it doesn't take much to scare a kiddo. It doesn't take much to scare a kiddo. Like that Butcher cartoon by the creator of Ed, Edd n Eddy. The Butcher cartoon? I don't recognize it by that title. He-Cat. 9 HP, 1 agility, 1 stamina. Bingo! 8 HP, 1 agility, 1 stamina. 0, 6 HP, 1 intellect. Treasure in all rooms, and a crystal in that room. Diamond gloves. Gloves made of diamond. Well, you know what? I ask what a diamond glove is, I'm given an answer. You know, question asked, question answered. I think it was, just a pilot, but a lot of blood. There's also Aeon Flux. Mr. Fister, 8 HP, 1 agility, 1 stamina. God, for all this stamina, he's not more defensive nor bulky than our fighters. I don't know what stamina does. I assume stamina maybe makes it so he doesn't get hit with affliction so often, but I have no idea. Mithril helm and a cottage. God, we have so many mithril helms. There's so many in our inventory. One sec, John. I'll be right back. Gotta blow my nose real quick. Okay, I'm back. Ba 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 ba. Aeon Flux. This name sounds familiar, but I have nothing. I have nothing. I have no images to put it to. Razor, Thor's hammer. Do you have any other... Saber, Thundara? Just attack. I'll use Thundara with the other guy. There we go. I like that my warrior even seems to cast magic better than Mr. Fister. It's very funny to me. I do love that you can hit the square button and it'll just redo your last actions. It's a very nice quality of life feature here. Scourge has to hit eventually. Alright, what's in here? Gil. Evil Eye. I like he's just a giant thumb. He's not really so much of an evil eye as he is an evil thumb. 13,000 gil. That much gil and more you can find in Raid Shadow Legends. 13,000 gills to find and collect, and more at Raid Shadow Legends. Remember to use CAN20 at checkout. Now, when I saw the 13,000, I felt like that's a very like large Raid Shadow Legends number. God, you know who I really think of when I think of Raid Shadow Legends? It's fucking JonTron. That dude was always shilling for Raid Shadow Legends. I don't know if that makes Raid Shadow Legends better or worse. Adamantites. That means we can make some really good weapons, I think. It's always Adamantite is like the legendary equipment maker. Alright, I'll just use Firaga. That's fine. Damn, poor John in that case. I guess this was after he left Normal Boots. Yeah, that was when he was doing his own thing. In the JonTron, when he kind of moved away from video games and he started doing his more flex content. He did a lot of Raid Shadow Legends sponsorships. To be honest, you say poor John, but I'm sure that brother was making the big fucking dollars. Because he was always shilling Raid Shadow Legends. So I assume, like, he made some buku bucks. Ray was also shilled a lot by Wang. Oh man, it's so long since I've seen a Wang video. It's been like a really long time. I like some of his stuff, but then again, his stuff is kind of gross, obviously. But sometimes his stuff is a little too gross for my taste. For my poor sensibilities. Can I put a ribbon on you? All right, actually, we ribboned literally everybody. Hell yeah, brother. Wang does those real-life mystery events, right? Yeah, he does. A lot of, like, the real-life mystery shit you'll find from Wang. His stuff's pretty good. Like, he has a good... I don't know if he does the writing or he has a good crew for writing. But he has some good writers, or he writes well, and his delivery is, like, okay. So it's pretty... He's generally pretty entertaining. Not everything, like, is great, but a lot of it is. I think I would prefer his style of content over, like, a Penguin Zero. I was never the biggest... I'm, like, not a Charlie hater, so don't get me confused. I just never really liked the content that much. It's just not exactly my cup of tea. But I don't think there's anything wrong with him. I don't want to get the wrong impression out. He seems like a perfectly fine individual. White and black robe. I'm assuming Zero cannot wear these. He sure can't. Armor. A robe that guards against ice and time irregularities. Robe that guards against fire and instant death. Well, we do get to cast Invisora, which is nice. Yeah, so we get to cast Blizzara for free and Invisora for free, which is good. I mean, Invisora is like a 6th level spell slot, I think. So casting it for free is pretty fucking solid. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Blizzara, not as useful, but Invisora is very nice. Means we can save our 6th level spell slot for Proptera. Not like the best thing in the world to save for, but certainly not bad. But yeah, he's been doing a lot of drama type videos and card collecting vids. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of like internet drama. I think it's a little stupid most times. So that's why I stopped watching a lot of his stuff. It's like eventually I just grew out of internet drama. It's not like I'm a better person for not liking internet drama. I just not my cup of tea anymore. All right, Chato. I think I'm gonna call it for a night. Been fun, but it's getting a little late, so I'm just gonna call it before it hits 10. And then I'm just gonna throw us over to somebody. Let's go. Maybe we'll say hi. Mr. Malphon stopped by today, so maybe we'll go say hi to Mr. Malphon. Agumi's also on. And then, all right, we're gonna go say hi. We're gonna go say hi to Mr. Brighter Malphon. Good stream, bye-bye, peace cracker. Guys, have a good night. We'll be back tomorrow for some Donkey Konga. So if you guys are interested in seeing some monkeys, please stop by tomorrow. But yeah, just say hi to Malphon before you go, and then there's the stream link, there's Discord link down below to join us if you so desire. And like I said, we'll be back tomorrow for more video gaming. You guys have a good night, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.